What's up, guys? We're here for a Lordly Caliber one-shot that I've had exactly an hour and a half to prep because I've learned today that Joe, who was going to do a House Divided, he's going to do a one-shot, he has a tooth infection that's spread everywhere, and he's dying horribly. So it falls to me to be amazing. I'm going to say now that this will hit the Lordly Caliber playlist at the beginning, but it does spoil the backstory for Xandu. Colin Lucina, don't watch this. That's your warning. Caine, you have blackmail. Because you're in a party with him. We're gonna, as we always do, we're gonna pass it around with a D4 to have everybody introduce their characters, what they're about and stuff. But before that happens, because no one has any idea, I have about half an idea what we're doing, I guess we should introduce the setting. The setting assumes that the biggest empire on Galarion, Taldor, never fell apart. Cheliax gained its own autonomy, and the Ever War happened, and all the wars of expansion happened, but they end up becoming just a successor, or not successor state, but a client state to the larger empire. The game will take place about 6 months before the first episode of Lordly Caliber, and you guys are all Varisian. You are... The Varisia of this universe is pretty much entirely controlled by the Chelish. All those, colonies that exist out there are... They well and truly, they remained Chelish the whole time. But resistances exist, people fight, people try to throw off the shackles of tyranny, and it's not going well for you guys. This is essentially the last stand of a hodgepodge of everything from, the Shoanti to orcs from Belkzen who have been driven east, driven out of Urgir, which is now a Chelish fort, various, the dwarves and elves and gnomes and all them that all live in Varisia. Everyone's had to throw aside racial differences, band together. Nevertheless, it's been a pretty big crapshoot, and everyone that's left has retreated to Fort Rannick to make a final stand. Let's grab that D4. First up will be... I don't know his real name. I'm meeting him next week in St. Louis. But in this game, his name is Smiles. If you would introduce yourself, my friend.
I am going to be playing Smiles, who is a full-blood orc alchemist, 15, fighter 15. I do have some archetypes. Beast Morph, Rage Chemist, and Vivisectionist.
Seems good.
Yeah, I was from Belkin and have been pushed out, and I always kind of had a knack for finding things in nature and putting them together and getting effects, and kind of just studied that while being orc fightery, and that's pretty much everything important.
Fair enough. You did just come in on this 3 hours ago. Just, hey, I have a one-shot. If you can read this, let's gestalt some stuff. Take that airboy, my friend. And next up is... That would be... Sometimes he's Kuratama. Sometimes he's Belagos. Yep. What is you, my friend?
Well, I will be playing Okrol Dromgeist. An Emberkin Azimar. He is a Synthesis 15, Scale Fist 9, Enlightened Paladin 6. So he's all about his god Pelor, the son of God. So he's pretty much like the Praise the Sun character.
Fair enough.
I threw him together in an hour.
Yep, me too. I threw this whole one-shot together in an hour.
So I pretty much don't really have much of a story and stuff for him. So,
but what you have done is you've introduced 3.5 gods into Lordly Caliber in one fell swoop.
I mean, I could also use what's the other one? The Thunder or something? The Morning Lord. I could Horus. I don't know. Some sun god.
Sarenrae would make sense.
Sarenrae's the Dawnflower.
Yeah. Well, regardless, we can use Paler. That's super sweet. Take your hair point, my friend. I'm happy to have you. All these people just, hey, let's build real broken Gestalt characters right now. We're doing this. Next. Caine?
Okay, Paler's just a vampire god of destruction.
Oh, tight. Really? No, he's not.
No, he's not, but he's the god of the sun. You could
Yeah.
So
bad
god
joke.
of vampire destruction.
Yeah. I'm playing... No, there's no... Jedediah doesn't have a southern accent. I just fall into it now. I'm used to it.
That's who you are as a person.
Yep.
You live in the Texas of Canada.
Welcome to Alberta. My name's Mater. I'm playing Jedediah Cook. He's probably second oldest son of a militia family. Has always been in some form part of the military. He what is he? He's a mess is what he is. He's 12 levels of Inquisitor, 8 levels of Fighter, 6 levels of Monk, so 4 levels of Urban Blood Rager with the Arcane Bloodline. And he's real gnarly with a sling. Just about like the simplest, crappiest weapon you could humanly imagine.
He's gonna play pinball for the next 3-ish hours.
It's gonna be real heinous.
It's gonna be real
He's
heinous.
all about that Caine and he fights for freedom and bravery and wine.
All the good
Especially
stuff.
wine.
All the good stuff, says Mr. Red Wine over there. Alright, take your hero point. Tim! Take us on, my friend.
Alright, I am playing Kwai, Chang, Caine. He is a 15th level Zen Archer, 9th level Horizon Walker, and 6th level Imperial Sorcerer. He has been a wanderer. He's been wandering around and righting wrongs and you know, helping people out where he can until now.
Fair enough. Alright, my man, take that hero point, and we will dive straight in. So you guys see 2 tokens. There are considerably more than 2 tokens. I hope this track is good. The most of my prep time today has been, I need to find a sad song. So
Where am I supposed to see these tokens? Because I see all of us.
they are right next to you.
The fox and the old guy.
I just see a black screen.
I see Emeralda and an old man.
There you go. Let me give
You might be at the bottom of the map.
Tim B. I actually didn't give Tim control of his token, that's why he doesn't see it. Okay, so that's important. It's really, really necessary. Okay, you should be able to see now.
Oh, stuff. Okay.
They did it.
Sure.
So, I know at least 2 people that can hear me right now have played through Rise of the Rune Lords. Yes, we're using the Fort Rannick map. But the walls are decent. The walls are not like 15 foot of like little bit of stone and here's a wooden door, because that's stupid. Ogres exist. That's how you lose Fort Rannick. The walls are like the average size of a like Renaissance era fort, essentially.
So it's not a barbarian with a good head of steam can just bowl them over.
Yeah, no. Unfortunately not. Otherwise you guys would be very dead.
Yeah, we'd be super dead.
So, all around you guys, all over the place, you, at high level in Gestalt, you guys are not necessarily in charge, but you have your own autonomy and people look up to you. Because everyone here is some kind of good aligned.
Yep.
Pretty much all across Varizia, everyone that's been fighting has been put in here. We're talking like the traveling bands of like Varizian caravans that can fight with star knives and tambourines and cards and all that other nonsensical stuff that you see in Varizians. The Shawanti have thrown aside, like I said, their enmity with the orcs, and the orcs have done the same because they must to survive. The same with the elves of like the northern parts of Varizia. Pretty much all the elves have become forlorn because you've been fighting forever and ever and ever. But these 2 are kind of the big standouts here. The one on the left is, she might be 14, 15 years old. She's a kitsune. For the first parts of the fighting, she kept it hidden, but she no longer has the mental capacity to do so, because it's a pretty broken down thing. You guys know that you might survive when the Chelish converge on the fort, but it's not likely. She has attached herself pretty hard to this old polyglot man. He doesn't have a name. It's really awkward in a high magic setting for someone to have a mental disorder, because, restoration exists, right? You assume somebody could just spam that on him and fix him, but it doesn't work, which implies some kind of magical something or another has happened to him. So he kind of just, The resistance takes care of him. He has a little, it looks like it's made out of like void glass pyramid with a little ball on the bottom that he can spin, and he just kind of plays with it and shouts out random augury things. Like as you stand around, he spins the pyramid, picks it up, wheel and woe! And the kitsune just kind of like pats him on the shoulder. For his attachment to augury stuff, everyone calls him the Seer of Varisia, but no one knows anything else about him. Anywho, the floor belongs to you guys.
Alright, how long do we have before the Chelish converge on us?
You have no idea.
No.
You've been in Fort Rannick for about 24 hours, about long enough to hold it down.
Mm-hmm. And do we have the necessary supplies to reinforce anything? Further than it already is?
You do. It would be a matter of manpower. And people are actively working on it. The walls are garrisoned.
If we don't know how long it's going to take for the Chelish to show up, does it track that they could just, like, show up out of nowhere?
Yeah, that's entirely possible. You know, within the bounds of the Empire, teleportation results in pretty much your immediate death. Most of us have heard this several times. It bears repeating for those of us who might not have. There's around all of like Cheliac except to southern Varisia, and then immediately over to the right, what Taldor holds. If you don't possess a certain command word, if you cast a teleport spell, it's like contacting a screen door at 200 miles an hour. That's what happens to you, but the Chelish, certainly, they are able to circumvent that very easily. You don't think they'll necessarily teleport directly into the walls of Rannick, because at this point it's kind of just like sport for them to play out what is almost like war games.
I wouldn't mind if they teleported into the wall.
Teleportation mishap.
Oh, that just sounds disgusting.
There is apparently random guys in bars that can give you the command word.
Yeah.
He wasn't random, he was important and special, and I will remember him forever.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, we probably will too.
He actually was very important and special.
So, is there like a commotion?
Everyone's kind of like bracing for the inevitable. It just kind of like dig into the trenches and wait is what's going down. People are good.
Do we have any idea where the approaching force might be?
They will most likely come from like down south, down that way. Of course, again, they could just teleport directly into your ranks, but it's just kind of like kicking fish in a barrel for them at this point.
Alright, well, if we're damned if we're doing, damned if we don't, I might pull a couple men off the wall to have additional manpower for reinforcing the walls.
Okay, sure. You don't necessarily have to make a check. Again, you guys are looked up to pretty hard. They will follow you.
I mean, I could probably drop just some stone walls outside to make it harder for them to just charge here.
Okay. I'll go ahead and note now that it says 1 square is 20 feet, but through the power of the Inn of Planar Crossroads, Adam was almost here today, but he's lame. This map has been stretched out in such a way that 1 square is 10 feet.
Oh, okay.
So if you want to cast Wall of Stone and stuff, go ahead. Just like you have free room to draw it out.
Yeah, just know that each square is 10 foot across.
Caine and I know that very well.
Okay.
I had to play out an entire combat on this janky mother.
Oh, we did.
We could try talking to the crazy old man. He might, well, not know something, but he might be able to spew out something useful.
It tracks.
Maybe he can actually divine something. Like the time when we get attacked. Who knows? The gods work in mysterious well. Praise the sun, praise Pelor.
Just shout praise the sun at the end of everything and you'll be great.
Has anyone seen my sunny delight? If nobody else wants to talk at him, I'll talk at him.
We haven't heard a lot from our Zen Archer.
Yeah, sorry, I'm just deciding what... I don't know what to do here. I mean, I guess I can talk at him. Which one is he?
The old one
guy.
right here next to the fox.
Yeah. There's certainly other people, like, you could find. I just... Like, to mark them all on the board would be to make a huge mess on the board.
Right. How is your day here, fine sir?
He spins his pyramid. As you approach, also, the kitsune gets a little defensive. She doesn't move, like, necessarily between him and you, but she, like, her hands clench up into fists and she eyes you really warily. How is his day doing? I'm just gonna roll a d3, and that's my... Wheel and woe! He says as he picks up his pyramid as it finishes spinning.
Okay.
As if he'd cast augury, and that's the result he got.
Yeah, he had... I don't know, to throw a little meta in there, I think he's asking questions that only he can hear.
It's entirely possible. It's hard to say because no one's really, like, put a nail down on what's wrong with this dude. And people have tried to fix him. It's just been impossible.
He's got that lang spider juju in his brain.
Something like that. The man continues to just look at you, Tim.
Okay. I guess I'll go back to the thing and to the wall here and search for enemies.
All right. So as you leave, he like reaches out feebly with one hand as he spins his pyramid. They're just whoa, and he begins like almost falling over, freaking out, trying to grab you. The little kitsune girl. Well, you guys know her name is Emeralda. She catches him as he falls forward.
Oh, okay. I'll try and help him up.
Okay, you're certainly able to do so. As you help him up, he wheel spins the pyramid in, kind of like on your chest a little, just to make the spin happen.
I feel like this is important. I just don't know why.
A lot of people are watching this happen. He's kind of, I guess in a way, he's kind of become the rebellion's mascot. Because he, like, obviously at some point was capable of powerful divination magic. Now he's not. And everyone, like, because no one knows how to help him, the best they can do is just protect him. But our Zen Archer has definitely drawn the attention of the crowd. Anything you want to do about that, my dude?
No, just make sure he's okay, and then go back to what I was doing.
Alright, fair enough. Yeah, he seems fine. All things considered, he seems fine. There, anybody else?
Well, I was busy making walls, so now I'm down 3 spell slots.
Oh, I see. You've drawn them on the board. Okay, sweet.
Yeah, we have some stonewall spells on the move, you know, creating little funnel ways, choke points in front of the
Yeah, it's probably like
planks.
standing on the wall so you can direct the walls. Make it a bit harder for them to like charge in, so that to either knock them over or move around.
Mm-hmm.
I would probably go approach the synthesis summoner.
Okay.
And
He is
be
on
like,
the wall.
Do you want to go stand and lead the defense from the front? Since it looks like we are probably the tanky ones.
Yeah. I guess people of the monastic class like us are pretty defensive. While you seem to be focused on the ranged combat. I'm more of the close and personal kind. He like cracks his knuckles.
Seems good. Does Smiles take offense to the fact that he's being confused for the Zen Archer?
Oh. I just saw the Zen archer come closer,
I'm giving you shit, man.
but I guess he's just moving over the wall.
Oh, he's not a Zen archer either. That's just Jedediah walking the wall.
Oh,
Okay.
oh yeah, they're all...
That looks like an archer.
yeah.
I just brandish my Nodachi and look straight at him and just smile and get a 50 on my intimidate.
He's spoopy.
Because
Yeah, he's very spoopy.
I don't believe in rolling dice for things I want to do.
Well, when combat happens, you'll have to roll dice. You can't just take 20.
Nope, that's a 10.
Oh, tight.
I just take 10
You've done
all
it.
time.
Well, let's hope that you don't meet anyone where you need something higher than a 10, because otherwise you will never hit.
Hmm.
Well, if I don't scare them, then I can just take the minus and roll. But so I guess we
Okay.
gave to know that we should go out here.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I don't like the idea of you two standing out in the middle of in front of an army.
I mean, you
Don't
can
be
maybe
like that.
stand on like the bridge or just in front of the bridge, so that you're actually like stopping them from doing
Yeah.
something.
Yeah, hold a choke point.
Yeah, choke pointing. I mean, I think the bridge is also 10 feet wide.
Yeah, that's right.
We probably need two people standing next to each other to block it.
Wow, if these soldiers are wearing full plate, you knock them off that bridge, they're not getting out of the water.
Which is why I'm not in the water section of the bridge. I mean, I do have a 12 swim, so...
That's more than enough,
Almost.
probably.
Armor is for pansies. You block them with your bare chest.
Someone likes his con score.
All right. I don't know. I'm gonna try for the maximum line of sight. I don't have the same kind of range that a longbow necessarily does.
Yeah,
although
no.
it's pretty close.
From up there, if you're shooting down, you'd have essentially double the range.
200 feet.
Seems good.
So the red is walls?
Yes, those are stone walls, conjured by my spell.
That makes me sad.
Why?
Because I get pounce.
Oh, fair. We'll get him for the wall. You'll be fine.
Yeah.
Well, you only need 10 feet to charge.
Yeah, so I'll just stand back there.
Yeah.
There you go. You've done it.
I hold the line and then you can pounce in.
Pounce in, run back, pounce in.
Yeah. Get maximum use out of a pounce.
Seems good.
Okay, from here I can nail dudes in front of either of those walls.
You can, yeah, certainly. Alright, so it's probably late morning as the one shot opens up. The day passes to about 2-3 in the afternoon before you guys begin to see Chelish forces. Hell Knights galore. I'm not going to put all of them on the board because, God, that'd be a lot of tokens. But I'm going to just, mark a line you guys see of just Chelish troops advancing on you.
Okay, so we see that.
Hundreds and hundreds upon hundreds and hundreds of them, just uniform black Hell Knight armor. You also see, flying above them and probably also interspersed in their ranks, because some of them will be head and shoulders taller than the rest of the squad. You see devils of all shape and size flying alongside these guys. Asmodeus' unholy symbol is carried in front of the army. It's about the size of Fort Rannick's gate on just a big pole carried before them.
Okay, I need to start casting some spells then.
Yep,
All
me
right,
too.
I gotta move this whole side of the wall. Is just full of dudes. Full of not full of dudes. Full of nothing.
So how long do I have to cast spells?
Let's go ahead and take initiative. That seems good.
Can I pause for a second?
Sure, what's up?
Because I didn't realize exactly how something worked.
Yeah, you can set it up real quick.
Do we know if they have a favorite energy type to deal?
Not really. It depends on the devil.
Okay.
Gotta clear this order. I still have Gugfest in here. Because there's the blue team and the orange team and Splorpy. Good times, Gugfest 2018.
Oh, yeah, I got a crazy initiative of 10.
Whew, you've done it.
Well, I rolled a 2, so that's a 24 for me.
Zen, Archer, and Jedediah. I'll just say Jed. Oh.
Natural 1.
Do you want to use
Good
your hero
start.
point?
Yes, I do.
Alright, go ahead and reroll. Alright, so Zen Archer, I forget his name. It was Chinese and I do not remember.
Okay.
Has a 10.
Not really. He's a white dude in a gi with blonde hair and blue eyes. It's kind of the worst.
Well, Jed had a 20, what?
24.
24. Not a 25. I have... Oh, Kroll has a 21. Not a 9. Not a natural 1 that automatically causes you guys to die horribly or something. I don't think I go that far, but something bad happens if you roll natural 1s or natural 20s in my universe. Yeah. So we're just waiting on smiles.
I love how that was the very first roll of the session for me.
Welcome
That's
to Pathfinder.
indicative.
Oh, yeah.
I got a 17.
You got a 17 already, so Smiles has a 17. These guys are going to act at the beginning and the end of the initiative count because there's just so many of them. And they're going to make a quick ranged attack. Everybody, especially those of you on the walls, see that the Chelish roll cannon up to the front of their ranks and they begin to fire on the walls of Fort Rannick. Now, I can natural 1 too, and this might go real bad for them. But probably at like about this. I didn't natural 1, so I'm sure I hit the wall of stone. Basically, I'm targeting this, and I'm targeting this with a couple of cannon blasts. I'm gonna really quickly grab that cannon.
Cool walls.
I was prepared for this. I am. I've had this in the back of my head for a long time. Just not on the stats.
I was really hoping those cannons would just backfire first roll of the game.
Natural 1, they all die horribly.
Would have been great.
It would have been amazing, yeah. So they're using Fiend's Mouth cannons because that seems real appropriate.
So for my mutagen, I think I'm going to take Blind Sense 60, Tremor Sense 60, Rake, and Rend. And I'll just leave out Pounce.
Seems good to me. Alright, so you can Vital Strike with a ranged weapon. So the Wall of Force on the left takes 86 damage, the Wall of Force on the right the Wall of Stone on the right takes 91.
I was going to say, the Wall of Force takes no damage.
So I'm targeting this square and this square. I'm not sure exactly what I need to break the Wall of Stone. I'm guessing I break it, though.
Yeah,
at least in
I'm
that
pretty
square.
sure you wreck it.
Alright, these guys continue to just watch as it passes to Jedediah.
Oh yeah. It has 15 hit points per inch of thickness.
Boom. You guys hear this? The Fiend's Mouth cannons probably sound a little diabolic as they go off as well. You can see a little bit of, like, red unholy energy feed into them as the Chelish siege mages. Maybe I'm prepping for Rise of the Rune Lords for when I have my ballista. Not really. Pour magical energy into these things and the cannons fire without needing a crew. Oh, Jedediah.
Oh, Jedediah. Jedediah can definitely hit those cannons from here. I'm gonna spend... You can spend a Swift and still full attack, right?
That's correct.
Alright, I'm gonna spend a Swift to activate Star Toss style.
Which works with slings, and that's hilarious.
Yes, because they're classified as a thrown weapon.
This is a weird...
Enjoy.
Enjoy.
And I'm going to flurry with my sling, because I can do that. Into the enemy siege equipment.
Understood.
Alright. What kind of number am I looking for here?
A medium number.
Alright, so that's a 31.
That definitely contacts a cannon.
36.
Understood, they both hit.
And... Ooh, my. Ooh, dear.
Oh, dear.
17 plus 18 is 35? No, it's more than that.
Alright.
35. Let's just call it 35. And the last one is a 33, but it's a natural 20.
Oh, yeah, you can... There's nothing stopping a Fiend's Mouth Cannon from being critically hit. You crit, and you don't have to confirm a natural 20 in Lordly Caliber, so by all means.
Okay, so that's 4 hits. I don't have an additional Swift to activate the Bane yet, so those are all 1d6 plus 28.
Okay.
So 34.
Understood.
29.
Okay.
29 again.
Hooray.
And 30.
Okay.
All right, and
is that 30 actually 60? Because you crit.
yes,
right? Okay.
yes, you're correct.
Alright, so that is enough to destroy one of the cannons.
Nice.
How you destroy a cannon with a sling in the first, like, how even long? In the first 30 minutes of this one shot. But you've done it.
Yeah,
You don't know how-
a shower of like thumb-sized rocks, just like equally thumb-sized holes through the barrels of the cannon.
Yeah, that would do it. It probably doesn't, like, fall apart. It just kind of is sad
It just
now.
won't fire anymore.
You, like, shoot the fuse off.
And then all 4 of those hit, so I could get 4 additional hits off of all 4 of those.
As they ricochet off the cannon into something else.
And those are all at my highest possible attack bonus.
Blah.
So 25.
Alrighty.
So, R1D... No, not 1D20. It would be 16D20.
16. Oh god. Oh god.
Yeah, because I hit 4 times, right?
Yeah, and then
And
all
a maximum
4 of those
of
would...
4. Yeah, okay, yeah, so 16. That's a 12. Learn your numbers, Caine.
Learn your numbers. Alright.
Okay, and that'll be plus 25 on all of those. Do any of those not contact a guard?
Somebody gets hit somewhere. Yeah.
Lowest is a 27.
Why is there? Oh yeah, there's a 2
There's
in
a
there.
2.
So yeah, the
Yeah.
lowest in there is a 27.
Yeah, you definitely hit.
I'm just gonna roll this once.
What's Jedediah's last name?
Cook.
Cook. Jedediah Pinball Wizard Cook. Hero of Varizia.
Anyone, like all 16 dudes who get hit, take 32 points of damage.
Okay, understood. That seems to phase them a little less. Everyone kind of like... You imagine under their armor they might be a little taken aback, but it's hard to tell in that uniform Hell Knight armor.
Mhm.
On the other
Okay,
side of
so they
that...
are wearing armor. Good to know.
But on the other side of that, like, if one of these... Yeah, I'd say it's a fair assessment that one of these bullets bounces off the cannon and, like, collides with an imp's chest, and it just kind of becomes a fine red haze as it is very dead.
Since we're dealing with mass combat, I will entirely allow you to decide whether or not that kills anything.
Fair enough.
But
You probably...
yeah, those-
You kill some lesser devils, for sure.
those are the 16 bullets that ricochet off into a crowd of dudes.
And that's how you make 20 attacks in 6 seconds, kids. You use a sling.
Ta-da!
Nice! Is that all, King?
Yes, that'll be me.
Alright, Akral, what you got for me?
This would be the perfect situation for like meteor rain or something.
But you've got
Shame
Meteor
you
Rain.
don't have much.
He's using a sling behind you.
Yeah, I'm right here, dude.
All right. I will use my turn to cast Greater Heroism on myself
Yeah, alright.
and stand my ground.
Okay.
Let them come.
Smiles.
They're way out there, which makes me a little sad.
It's
So
okay.
get closer.
They made a hole in the wall.
They did.
I guess
I guess I'll just freehand a little, like... Blip, 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 blip. That's where the wall's broken, and then... Blip, 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 blip.
I guess I will take a extract of bull strength and bark skin.
Okay, understood.
I mean, you're statted into mauling dudes, but, like, are your bombs anything to write home about?
What bombs?
You're an alchemist, aren't you?
He's a vivisectionist.
Ah.
The one downside of that archetype's a pretty steep downside.
But bombs are meh.
Fair enough.
They're not, though.
They can. I've seen some good bombs. I've seen some good sneak attacks from alchemists. I've seen many a thing. Anyway.
Right, but like I usually play in fire immune campaigns. I keep finding them.
That's fair.
So,
yeah,
I'm
you are
just
fighting
sad.
a bunch of devils. Anyway, is that all you got?
Yeah, 2 swifts, and I can't grab out my next 2 potion or extracts.
All right, Tim, what's up?
All right, I am casting Gravity Bow and Bark Skin on myself by using a key point. And then that'll be the end of my turn.
Alrighty, so at the end of the round, you guys are pretty outnumbered, so allies will act at the end. A rain of arrows and javelins, and the orcs of Belkzen have really messed up. Like, there's an awkward, almost 45-degree angle on the back of someone's javelin that he's just kind of like pulling back and throwing overhand as hard as he can. But it's automatic damage as they fire in and are fired back upon by the Chelish. The Chelish take, well, mechanically 15 damage, but the allies take 14. Then I'm gonna throw a couple more cannon blasts out there. They wheel up more cannons and fire in to destroy right here. They're not moving up yet. And right here. And then something else happens.
Oh no.
It does a 1d20. I didn't make macros for this guy because I just decided I wanted him 5 minutes ago. It's pretty sweet. Does a 40 hit Jedediah's flat-footed? Because he's unaware of the attack.
Yes.
Alright, so Jedediah sees just kind of out of nowhere a devilish hand appears wearing a full gauntlet with long, almost like Tekakagi-style blades coming off and out into them. And by into them, I of course mean into you, because that's what's happening. It claws you, or it doesn't have that. Okay, tight. I had to make sure I didn't have Vital Strike before I start rolling, because I am just making an attack action. For 12 points of damage plus 4 points of Wisdom Drain.
Ow, son of a bitch.
The claws.
There's no save for that Wisdom Drain?
There's not. It's kind of like a Lamia, except I promise I'm not using a Lamia.
Lamias are mean.
Lamias are mean. Not the Lamia that was in Rannick prior, though. She was the opposite. These guys are going to advance to here. And we go to Jed. What you got, bud? Actually, we don't go to Jed because they act at the top and the bottom. Well, they're just going to act at the bottom. Jed, what's up?
Okay. So this thing is visible now.
There is it's not visible, but there's some kind of bright red claw just in front of your face.
What, just like a phantom hand?
It's definitely, like, fully corporeal.
But it's not attached to anything.
Right. Imagine Master Hand from Smash Brothers. It's that kind of idea.
What the fuck?
You're certainly entitled to knowledge checks.
I don't even know what I would roll. What do you have, Jed? I guess I'll roll knowledge religion.
Alrighty.
Oh, lovely. 5. That's 15.
Alright, you have no idea. Well, that's not true. You assume it's some kind of greater devil that's attacking you based on, like, the fact that Cheliax has come to kill you all.
Alright, I guess I'll swift for Bane on devils and unload into the hand.
Okay, that's fair. Now, you have, like, this doesn't provoke against you, right? Because you have stuff.
No, it does not.
Okay, gotcha.
It's a snapshot.
Understood.
Oh, knowledge weird shit. Okay, that'll be a... Oh, I forgot about mini shot too.
That's hilarious.
Those cannons should have taken more damage.
Can you many shot with a sling?
Yep.
Oh my god, that's so cool. How does that even work?
It's just 2 rocks in the pouch, bro. Just 2 rocks.
It's a big pouch. He's like a koala. Or a kangaroo.
Magic sling, right? I'll figure it out.
Fair enough. No, Many Shot does say specifically when making a full attack action with a bow.
Does it say specifically what?
When making a full attack action with a bow, your first attack fires 2 arrows.
Oh.
I had to double check that.
I have a dead feet then.
I'm okay with you using it, because A, it's a one-shot, and B, you're using the slings, not cannons, so you're fine. Anywho.
Just load 2 balls in the cannon, it'll be fine.
Yeah.
Definitely won't backfire.
Yeah, no, you're great.
I mean, they did kind of do that, and then they just put a chain them together.
You didn't do that all the time, because it wouldn't go through the hull of a ship, but it was really good at taking the mast down.
Oh, it was.
Yeah.
I've played Empire Total War. I've also played Assassin's Creed Black Flag. Like, that's some kind of major accomplishment. Anyway, what do we got, Caine?
Sorry, I'm just, my brain is farting on math. That's a 44 for the first one.
Does not hit.
Does not hit?
Yeah.
Then I can't hit this thing.
Did you roll a natural 20?
I rolled a 19.
Oh, ugh.
The 35 didn't hit either then.
That's correct.
And none of the others are gonna hit.
Fair enough. Is that your turn then?
Yep.
Alright, Akrol, what you got for me? Here they come. He's dead. Damn it, Tommy! It's your turn. Going once?
Stop drinking wine!
Going twice?
Put the bottle down!
Just because it's like 4 in the morning in Germany right now, that doesn't mean you can't hang out. He's holding action. Smiles, what's up? There's a pause there, and I thought I was just screaming into the void.
Sorry, I had muted my mic, so what?
Alright, he's not holding action. He just made it. He's good.
Yeah, I was confused. I was like telling you guys that you were like going twice. It is a what's going on?
That's your turn, then.
That's when you forget to unmute yourself.
Story of my life.
Alright. There's nothing really close, I guess.
The closest thing is like 50 feet away.
Yeah, that's... I should probably, in that case, just do some more self-buffing before they get here.
Okay.
I think Stone Skin or something would be a good idea here.
Seems good.
Yeah, I'm just gonna do that. Get some DR.
Okay.
Yeah. I'll do Stone Skin and wait for them to get closer.
Alright, Smiles, what's up?
I guess... They're still out there. Pull an enlarged person and long arm out.
Okay. These squares are technically 10-foot squares, so I won't enlarge you, but it is noted.
I can't use them, I have to pull them out first.
Okay. Oh, fair enough.
Unless I can have set out my buff potions in front of me
I mean,
while we're just waiting.
you could.
Okay, then I'll do enlarged person and long arm.
Alright, gotcha. Is that all?
Yeah.
Alright. What's my Zen Archer got? You can probably see, I assume, right? Yeah, you can definitely see there's a spectral hand attacking Jed.
Yeah, Jed is freaking the hell out.
Are these things from an underground area or an urban setting area?
The Hell Knights, yeah. The Hell Knights for sure. But
underground, urban, or both?
Just urban. The Devils
Okay.
are from the Outer Plains.
Alright, I'm gonna attack the Hell Knights then.
Okay. There are several. There's like, I have 2 on the board, but it stretches out.
Is there like a leader of them that I can hit?
Not that you can tell. Maybe with like a perception check.
I'll roll a quick perception check. Uh, 31 for perception.
31. You think the leader might be whatever's attacking Jed. like you scan out amongst the massive forces that are basically just knocking that forest aside as a wall of black armored dudes just moves forward. And then you look to your left and you see what is obviously a much more powerful magical effect.
I guess I'll try and shoot the thing that's attacking him.
Okay.
Would that get the? Is that from an? I won't know this, but for rolling purposes, is that going to be something from a urban environment?
It is not.
Okay. Let me change that real. Actually, yeah. Let me change that real quick. All right, so my first hit is a 30, taking out any armor or shield bonus he gets. He doesn't get either of those against me.
Losing his armor bonus means that does connect.
Okay, then that is going to be 28 piercing damage and 5 fire damage.
Okay.
The second attack is a 25, same thing. He doesn't have armor or a shield bonus.
Okay, looks good.
It's 18 piercing, 1 fire.
You gotta tell me the damage a little slower.
Oh, sorry.
So, okay, so he took 18 points of damage from the second attack, and the first damage was how much?
It was 28 piercing.
Okay, got it. Yeah,
from the first.
The fire seems to just wash off the hand.
Okay, so don't worry about the fire. Gotcha.
Yeah.
All right, the third attack was 26 to hit, so that's 23 piercing.
Okay, understood. I think it's 26 hits. Yeah.
Yeah.
Man, I'm feeding back off you really hard.
Sorry?
You gotta do something about that.
As long as as I'm pressing it. 37 for the third or fourth hit.
That also
so that's 22 piercing.
Okay.
30 for the fifth hit, 29 piercing. 28 for the sixth hit, 31 piercing.
Mm-hmm.
And 29 for the seventh hit, 36 piercing.
Gotcha.
And then that is...
Does that count as one pool of damage?
Yes, it does count as one pool of damage.
That's important. So how many attacks did you just make?
7.
7.
Okay, so he takes 70 more. Or he takes 60 more than I thought he did. That's very relevant.
Yeah, I'm sorry, I forgot about that. Yeah.
It's all good. I forget it all the time when I'm playing archers too. Anyway, that's a full attack. Will that be all?
Yeah, that'll be...
Alright. I think I just made a black mark. Ignore that black spot. That black spot doesn't actually exist. The Hell Knights continue marching upon here. They start to funnel through this first line.
Yay, the ball did something.
They're just going to... They break into a full charge, and they reach there. And now, I will check a thing. So I want to make sure I can do this before I do it. I think I can, though. I'm pretty sure I can. Can't I? Yes, I can. Okay, cool. So, the claw attacking... I keep wanting to call him Eddard, but I know that's not his name anymore. The claw attacking Jedediah disappears and reappears to attack our Zen Archer. And here we go. I gotta dig it out. Boom. A natural 20 to hit you.
Ouch.
So I'm going to... First thing coming down. Do you have any means of mitigating that?
Yeah, windy escape.
Okay, that's your immediate action. Understood. So is it just regular damage?
Yeah, then it'll do regular damage.
Alright. 2 points of wisdom damage. And 10 points of...
the claw is over there?
No, the claw has appeared.
No, he's here.
Yeah.
Okay.
Then it disappears again, and it's going to reappear back at Jed. It just kind of like... It almost seems to cut out of the air and swing into Tim's character, and then disappears again to rend through the air again and attack Jed for 42 to hit.
Yep.
For 11 points of damage, for 2 points of wisdom damage.
Fuck.
God dang. Let's see what else I can do. That's all my attacks. That sounds so sad.
Did you do damage to me other than wisdom?
Yeah, I did 10 points of damage to you.
Okay, thank you.
Then the Chelish are going to fire their cannons again. And so too will the resistance fire upon them, but it's a little bit less. The cannon, they wheel one out to like the front of this wall and grab the free hand. This is destroyed right here and they can get through it. In addition, this gatehouse collapses and probably more than that too. I'm going to say this section of wall right here collapses because they are all right in through here and now they're firing in just full force. Panic begins to ensue. I should have also said, because it's super relevant, that there are people here who are definitive non-combatants. Most of them are in the secret tunnels or like in the basement of Fort Rannick itself, but some of them, because there's just not enough room for everyone, including Emeralda and the Seer of Varizia, begin like within the courtyard freaking out as bodies of their friends and family are showered upon them as Fiend's Mouth cannons open up. And I'll roll that 4d6 real quick, because they are doing damage, your friends are. They're not just kind of hanging out. Okay, got it. Jed, what's up? The claw comes to rest next to you. It attacks... What was the Zen Archer's name again?
Kwai.
Kwai. Attacks Kwai, and then just like whip, whip, and attacks Jed again. I'm going to change that on here so I don't mess it up anymore.
God dang.
The people in the fort are more important than me. I 5 foot away and I full attack into the Hell Knights on the northern gate.
Understood. If nothing else, it's a lot more entertaining over here to watch just how many sling bullets can bounce off the plate mail at dudes and into the plate mail of some more dudes.
It's a lot of dudes.
Many dudes.
Okay. And I'm going to enter a rage as a free action.
Okay.
And I'm going to affect myself with blur.
Alrighty, seems good.
That'll be 35 and 30... No, that's wrong. That's bad math. That'll be 40 and 36.
Understood. Both hit.
And 18 plus 18 is 36, and 11 plus 13 is 24.
Okay. All of those connect.
All those connect.
Mm-hmm.
So that's 5 sling bullets?
As this is happening, as you make the attacks, the hand...
Well, the first one, I think, just hits the same dude twice, basically.
As you're attacking, the hand reaches forward as if to strike you, but rather than strike you, it just kind of, like, sardonically pats you on the head. I can make the roll mechanical, but what I'm saying is this provokes an attack of opportunity. I'm declining it and toying with you.
Yeah, shit, I'll make it. I might roll a 20.
Okay. No, it doesn't provoke from you. It provokes from what is attacking you. You're still in his threat range.
Oh, I provoke from it.
But it's declining.
Oh, okay. Well, that's good and bad, because I did actually roll a natural 20.
Ah, boo.
Boo!
Well, that definitely connects with a Hell Knight.
Yep. Well, it didn't matter.
It's almost like that scene in, oh god, I can't think of the Tom Hanks World War II movie that's really popular. Saving Private Ryan, where that dude takes off his helmet to just gaze at the fact that it stopped somebody's arrow. He's not the smartest Hell Knight, and then suddenly a sling bullet just collides with his dome.
8, 12. God, why is math so hard? 14,
Welcome to Pathfinder.
17 plus 28. One of those dudes takes 90 points of damage.
Well, that's exactly how I described is what happens. He takes off his helmet for a second in his hubris, and poof, dead.
18,
Splatter.
25 plus 28, 50 something damage.
Alrighty.
Oh god, man, I wish I had set up a macro now.
Yeah, you should set
I
up
didn't
a macro.
realize there were going to be so many. I'll figure that out in between turns.
Gotcha. Alright. And now you have 16 d20s to roll.
Yeah, pretty much.
That's so freaking hilarious. That might be a min-maxing for fun and profit one day, just how to be super awesome with a sling. You could do this and not be a Gestalt build, right?
Yeah. I'd have a lot more fighter levels.
Fair enough.
Well, definitely a natural 20 in there, but it cancels out the natural 1.
Yeah, the 1 and the 20 will cancel each other out.
There's
another one in there.
Oh, there is. Yeah. Okay, so the last one... Do you want to use your hero point?
Oh, no, I'm already fucked because of this stupid hand that's next to me. Let it all go to hell.
In that case, well said. This normally wouldn't provoke, but it will provoke from the hand. Because, like, it's been just kind of patting you on the back of the head sardonically this whole time, and now it chooses to drive its claws in. 43 to hit.
Yep.
For somewhere I have for...
I mean, you've been actively making my AC worse every turn, so...
Hooray! 1 point of wisdom damage. Then... somewhere. Then 14 points of regular damage.
Does it have True Seeing?
It's awkward.
But ignores blur, though.
Yeah.
1, 6, 1, 5, 7.
That's scary. That hand can stay over there.
Oh, don't worry. I'll be dead soon.
That's the spirit.
From Wisdom Drain?
Yeah, I am coming ever closer to a coma.
Yeah, I only have 8.
Oh, good to know. Thank you for telling me that.
Now we know who to focus.
The hand turns to the south. It points at Smiles. No, I don't do that. It's too busy smacking Caine around. Alright, give me some damage.
That hand is scary. What is that thing?
Knowledge checks are free actions on your turn to identify. You guys can, if you can't see it, then you might not be able to. Awkroll and Smiles, you can definitely... Well, you probably can't even hear it either without a really good perception check over, like, cannon fire and Hell Knights marching on your position.
Okay.
Is there damage coming down, Caine? Is there damage coming down from all those hits?
Oh, yeah.
Is it 21 enough, 27 enough to figure out what that is?
We'll respond to that on your turn. Once Caine's done being the pinball wizard over here.
God damn it!
The question is he doing the pinball with his balls, or is he hand playing pinball with him?
No, he's using a sling.
A little bit of both. 51 to all 15 of those dudes.
Blah. Yeah, definitely some people fall over very dead as like barrages of arrows bounce through the lesser devils and Hell Knights, and you just kind of clean up. The sling bolts bounce back and forth all over the place.
It is a +3 sling, so I think it ignores alignment-based DR as well.
I believe it does as well, yeah. I think, right? Yeah, I think 3 is alignment. Is that all? Jedediah.
Yeah, that'll be all for Jetty.
Alright, Achroll can successfully identify an apostate devil.
Apostate? Okay.
You actually, first you need to make a perception check, because over the sound of cannon fire and stuff, we need to see if you're actually aware.
Yeah, I mean, my character hadn't really done much aside from self-buffing, I guess.
Yeah. Go ahead and make that perception check, though.
Yeah, it's proof.
Cannons are loud and they are firing.
Same rule.
Okay, yeah, you're able to see it as it like swings into Kwai. An apostate devil it has a pair of claws that are capable of slicing through reality, which allows it to make melee attacks against any creature that it's aware of. It can span distances up to and including using divination magic to detect creatures, or like an arcane eye to see them and then start attacking.
Okay, so those hands aren't actually its main body.
The hand is attached to a body attacking across planar rents, essentially.
Yes, but it's not like the hands is not the main body. The hands are pretty much like reaching through space and then slapping people.
Precisely. And you would also know that hurting the hand hurts the body. It's not like it doesn't come unattached in such a way that it takes no damage.
And just as a freaking high AC for a hand.
Mm-hmm. Its armor class is actually higher when it does this, because it gets to count itself as if it was 2 sizes smaller when it attacks this way.
nasty stuff.
It's pretty good. I'll also tell you, you hit the DC like directly on the nose. It's a CR 17 devil.
You cut out?
Oh, sorry. It was a CR 17 devil. You hit the DC right on the nose.
Oh. Alright, it's my turn?
It is? Yeah, you're up.
Okay, I guess I can, like, ready an action to pummel whoever gets into melee.
Sure, sounds good. They're definitely coming for you. And then I'll pass the Smiles, I think.
Yeah.
I guess I'll quote-unquote finish my buffing with Whir and Shield.
Okay. If that is all.
I'm ready to smack a fool.
Ready to smack a fool. Kwai, what's up?
Alright, the enemy that I shot last time came in and attacked me, right? And
Yeah.
He's still alive?
He is, yeah. It's that hand that just kind of like flew across planar boundaries to slap you, and then you can see
Gotcha.
it. You see
All right.
it tapping on Jed's shoulder, and then at the end it just kind of stabs in.
Okay. In Elven, I say swift defeat to my enemies.
Of course you do, because you
while
have that
looking
weapon.
and pointed it. And then I'm going to attack it.
Okay. I'm not sure if I cut out or if you did.
No, that was me. I didn't cut out. I just stopped talking for a second.
Oh, that makes sense. Yeah, that's why it would be quiet.
Yeah.
It tracks.
So 41 to hit him, no armor. Actually, that was the second hit is because that was a critical. The second to hit him is 30 without any armor bonus.
All right, hang on. Don't go any farther. Let me make sure. Am I critable? Okay, yeah, there's nothing, I don't think. There's nothing stopping me from being crit. Okay, so.
Okay, so that's 166 damage.
Gross. Alright, I think you... He's not dead yet.
Okay, the second hit was 33 to hit.
Okay.
I'm assuming that hits with no armor.
It does.
38 piercing.
Alright, now I'm gonna let you flavor that kill.
Alright, the second hit, well, it's a big hand though, right?
It's about the size of your hand.
Yeah. It goes right through the hand, and then the hand just sort of bursts apart.
Okay, I can dig it.
And then I'll turn my attacks on the rest of the enemies out there, and I hit 5 more times.
Okay.
Is there another big guy out there I can hit?
Make a perception check.
Uh, 35.
Yeah, you can see the Hell Knights themselves are kind of just a wall of mechanically the same CR that's advancing. There's plenty of dudes with cannons. You could shoot the cannons, or like there are siege mages next to him, and you know a siege mage is someone who can fire a cannon purely with the use of magic that are just gonna tear the walls apart, as well as a lot of devils, up to and including you actually. You wouldn't necessarily see pit fiends, but you would see like the devil of CR 10 to 18 of your choice flying into the walls. They'll probably reach in a couple turns.
Okay, I'll get one of the flying creatures then. Was with a 24 to hit, no armor or shield.
Alrighty.
40 piercing.
Okay.
Then 31 to hit, no armor. It's 30 piercing. 25 to hit, no armor.
That's as long as it's not a natural one.
Okay, that's 49 piercing. And then this isn't a natural 1, but a 17 to hit.
That does not hit.
Okay. And finally, 35 to hit, 28 piercing.
Understood. Will that be all?
Yep, that'll be it.
Alright, so now it comes back to my turn. And you guys, and by you guys I mean Jed and Kwai, are both going to see this thing appear hovering over. I should move that to the front so it's not covered up. To front! No, that didn't work at all. He's going to hover here. He changed his mind. He chose a better place. You can definitely see 2 more claws, just like what was attacking Jed. Just this time the whole body comes forth and it begins. Does anyone understand? I think I have true speak. I better have true speech. What kind of devil am I? Okay, yeah, I have.
I understand all languages.
Oh, good. Congratulations.
Yeah.
In common, he begins just orating the glory and might and power of his lord Asmodeus, and before the Chelish forces, all of you will kneel, and I would like for... His name is not Eddard. His name is Jedediah and Kwai, both to make will saves. You can definitely, as he's talking, you can feel the words just, like, resound throughout your mind.
Almost like you've been beating the shit out of my will save for the past 3 rounds.
It's so weird, right?
Is this an enchantment or mind-affecting effect?
It is a mind-affecting effect. It's probably also an enchantment.
A 30 for my will check.
Alright, Kwai's fine.
That'll be a 17 plus 20, 37.
You both are fine. You feel the urge to cease resistance and lay down your weapons and submit to the authority of Cheliax. You guys both also have several humanoids of every shape and size firing down next to you, and you see several of them just lay down their weapons and blankly look on at this devil, who was able to do that as a free action. He's going to attack... I think I'm gonna attack Kwai. Yeah. Both of his hands, like, they reach forward, and you're in his threat range. He doesn't have to go out, but he does so anyway. I've decided I really like apostate devils. Both of these attacks appear behind you. A 43 and a natural 20.
What are you and your natural 20s?
And they both hit.
And they both hit. You have no means of mitigating that critical?
Yeah, I can mitigate the crit by doing
another Windy Escape.
Yep.
Alright,
Yep.
understood.
So just normal damage twice.
So you take 9 points of wisdom damage, Mr. Zen Archer.
Oh, good God.
Oh, good Asmodeus. 2d8 plus 14, plus 18. Then 29 points of regular damage. The Hell Knights are going to turn...
Welcome to my side of the fence!
The Hell Knights are going to turn their cannons down here at the southern wall directly at Akral and Smiles. This is resolving against your touch attacks, or your touch ACs. You don't. This resolves against your ability to hit this cannon that's immediately
Your
firing.
ability to slap that bitch out of the air.
I mean, if they were the appropriate size category, you could definitely deflect arrows at, but you can't because it's like 3 size categories too big.
Cut from air is a feat, man. They could have cut from air.
Oh god, it's just...
I mean...
31, resolving against both your touch armor classes.
Yeah, mine's 14.
Nope, doesn't hit.
So Akral is more than able to just kind of backflip out of the way, but Smiles, on the other hand, is going to take a Vital Strike from a Fiend's Mouth cannon.
I do catch cannonballs.
Tommy
88.
seems to be under the impression we were all going to be coming in here with 63 ACs.
Welcome to Pathfinder. Ven's was pretty close for when Joe was going to GM this. Ven was comparable. 88 points of damage are assigned to Smiles, and then these guys are going to move into your square. The readied actions will resolve as this happens, but they're like a massive wall of troops. So their damage is automatic. It doesn't bypass damage reduction. It doesn't bypass anything that you guys might have to mitigate. But this 46 is automatic damage that I don't need to roll because there's just so many of them.
Oh goddamn!
Troop
What
damage.
is high AC for?
19 for the cannonball that you just dodged. These guys march into the courtyard. Another section of wall is destroyed.
Okay, with
Does
my...
a 46 hit the guy in front?
There are several guys in front, and yes.
Is the total damage that gets reduced, or do I get several instances of reduction?
It's 19 damage one time, but then you get damage reduction, then you get any other means you have to mitigate it.
You know what I forgot about? Not that it matters, because I couldn't hit him anyways. The Zen Archer could have target of opportunity the devil.
Man, we talked so much about taking that feat.
Yeah,
To no avail.
I got that feat, but no one's said, "Hey, I didn't know who we were hitting."
I think they have to be within. They might have to be within 30 feet.
Within 30. That's
It's
right.
within 30 feet of me. If you attack someone, they have to be within 30 feet of me. If I attack someone, they have to be within 30 feet of you.
That's correct. All right.
Well, the Zen Archer and Jed could wail on this apostate devil, or try to.
I think I have damage coming from Smiles.
Yeah. I think that is all correct. So that is the last 2d6 are electricity and then shocking, but everything else is just regular.
Understood. Got it. Any other held actions there?
Unless that kills him.
Okay. So the first attack hits. It's a readied action is one attack, so that one attack definitely does resolve. What are you attacking with? Do you have a weapon, or are you like claw bite?
I punch.
You punch. I don't claw bite.
I'm basically a monk / paladin monk. So I'm like
champion of Yorori.
No, it's Paylor. We already said. Come on.
yeah.
Champion of
Okay, so
Yorori.
the first one is plus 26, the second one plus 21, and the third plus 16.
But since it's a
So
readied
that's-
action, you can only ready a standard action. So the first is just that first attack.
Okay, that's total for 38.
Alright, understood. You definitely punch some dude's helmet and it caves in as these guys march on to you guys.
Nice.
You gotta be careful when you do that though, because they got a lot of horns and spikes and stuff, and you might get a boo-boo. Anyway.
My skin is really hard. I have like 20 natural.
Seems good. Jed, what's up?
Oh, I got to double. I forgot some math.
Welcome
I
to
gotta change it
Pathfinder.
real quick.
He's been making his macro this whole time. The wall has been destroyed on either side of you. To get down would be to jump off. You could probably land on what most of us know to be the cookhouse.
Oh, so I when I hit that guy, I get a 56 intimidate against that guy.
Alright, they're immune to mind affecting.
Is that a troop type thing?
Yeah. Because he's using Cornigon Smash. Right?
Yeah.
Okay, that's what I thought. All my times with Joseph Harvilla have taught me all the ways of Cornigon Smash and Hurtful.
I think I have to spend a Swift this round no matter what. So I'm gonna spend a Swift to activate my Justice Judgment.
Okay.
Which should give me an extra +3 to hit.
Okay.
So I'm editing the macro for that. Save. And should I fire down into the troop or try to fire into this jackass?
You probably need to take out the jackass because if he keeps lowering your willpower, you will be effed.
Yep.
Yeah, but Jed would want to protect the civilians first.
Makes sense.
Jed can also see that a lot of the Hell Knights have put away their weapons and they're pulling out mithril or cold iron bindings and just like it's almost like those slap wristbands. Y'all know what I'm talking about. That like it's like a straight thing and you just whack into your arm and it wraps around. It's like that as like allied forces rush in and are grabbed with one hand and slap restrained with the other. Chaos ensues, which is ironic given the Hell Knights. People are crying, screaming, and dying everywhere. Jed can look to his left and his right and see people, like, missing the lower halves of themselves from when a cannon has gone off. Just writhing in agony.
Yep, he's firing into the enemy crowd.
Alrighty.
There should actually be one more attack on this.
Ooh.
Oh my god!
Those are pretty good rolls, my dude. That's 2 natural 20s and no natural 1s.
And there should actually be one more sling attack. I'll take that in a minute. But
Jesus Christ.
all 16 guys take 40 points of damage, and the first 4 I hit with the sling barrage definitely get hit.
Yep.
They get hit real hard.
Ugh. I'm so proud of you. This build is so awesome.
Roll 1d20 plus 30. And 5d6 plus also 30. Yeah, and there's an extra one on there from the flurry of blows. That's 45 to hit and 45 points of damage.
Nice. Yeah, definitely, like, somebody reaches out to grab a little forlorn elf girl, and, like, by girl, I mean she's only, like, 50, which in elf years is the little baby, and, like, picks her up by the hair, and she's already so broken from watching all of her friends die, and then he goes to, like, bind her arms to her sides with one of these snap bands, and then he promptly gets domed by this
He gets
rock.
domed, and then 4 of his friends get domed.
And everyone is domed all around him. You've suddenly become Legolas, and this is Helm's Deep. This build is baller.
This troop has to be pretty fucking close to being dead.
It's taking a lot of damage.
To be fair, it is like 40 foot across.
Yeah.
That's me.
Alrighty. Akra, what you got?
Alright, finally my turn. First, I will activate my boots of speed for the haste effect.
Okay.
Now that we're not waiting anymore, I can actually activate those without wasting turns.
Okay.
And then I will full attack and flurry of blows. That should be 6 attack.
Yeah, sounds right.
Alright, let's see. Okay. Highest bonus -2 is 24.
Okay, that's 24 hits. No natural 1s there. Everything connects with somebody. You are completely surrounded by these Hell Knights. Some of these attacks might collide with like a Bone Devil or even like... Yeah, they probably don't have the Lemurs. Those are gross piles of fat, and we're beyond that because that's gross. But like little imps with spears and shields that probably have some kind of like anti-paladin level. Just kind of punch them out of the air.
Something like, wait, what's the damage? Alright. Not dealing as much damage as the other guys.
Oh, these dudes look spooky.
Yeah.
Spooky. Oops.
The slash R.
Roll. D6. Alright. They take 17.
Okay, understood. Your fist collides with somebody's helmet. The rent of fist on steel occurs as you cave it in a little.
Touching all around, there's so many, I will hit someone eventually.
Yeah, for sure. There's hundreds of them.
Yeah,
it's not hard to hit
keep
these
on
guys.
coming.
They do. Is that all?
Yep.
Alright, Smiles. You just took a cannonball to the chest. How does that make you feel?
That makes me feel really sad. Because I was not prepared for mass combat. That was not a thing I was thinking about.
In my defense, neither was I. This morning at 3 o'clock in the afternoon when I woke up.
Yeah, no, we should have told you originally that Joseph was planning to run us through mass combat anyways.
Oh yeah, that is true. Why the hell?
So that's our bad.
Yeah.
So this whole immunity to mind affecting, is that like single target mind affecting, or like is a 30-foot circle big enough?
It's the nature of their classes. They're immune. It's a bunch of anti-paladins. They're immune to fear effects. They're immune to, through the powers of Hell Knights and through Asmodeus himself, they're immune to a lot of mind-affecting stuff.
So my entire build is pretty much trash.
I wouldn't go that far.
Yeah, I guess I'll whip out my Nodachi and start hacking.
Alright, see, it's not all trash. You have a Japanese sword.
You have a Japanese sword.
You're a samurai.
44.
That does hit.
Okay, so that's a crit.
That I have no means of mitigating critical hits.
That's times 2. So 2d8 plus 32. Yeah, and I can't get into a spot, so we're at least flanking people.
Yeah, you're the one who's flanked now. But they don't have like a mechanical flanking bonus, but they are everywhere. 17 damage is noted.
Well, we are standing on a bridge, so we're making it pretty hard for them to flank us.
Yeah.
So that is times 2. So 86 damage on my first attack.
Okay, understood. That definitely goes like right through the visor in someone's helmet and just dead.
This damage affects the whole troop, right? Like they share a hit point pool.
More or less, yeah.
Okay.
Well, not more or less. That's exactly what happens. 44 hits.
34 on the second.
Mm-hmm.
41 points of damage.
Understood. Someone else is very dead.
That's only an 18.
That misses.
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna bite somebody for 44.
That does hit. It probably doesn't taste good. It tastes like, now I want to bring one of those Zimmers in, which is a big old wall of fat with a sword and a shield, and you just tear into him.
Yeah, no, that's okay.
McDonald's! Ooh.
Last 2 are the electricity and acid.
Understood. 52 more damage is a sign dudes fall before the might of smiles.
My tentacle hit somebody for a 30.
Did you say your tentacle?
Yeah.
What did I miss? Where did that happen?
My alchemist.
Oh, yeah, fair
I'm an
enough.
alchemist. 35
That does it.
for 38. That's not so good.
Yeah. 2 6s, 2 1s.
My claw is a 31.
Okay, that does not hit because you're clawing with your hands and you've used both your hands to use your Nodachi, so you can't make the claw attacks.
Free action to take it off and strike?
You
Is
can't.
that how
You
that
can't
works?
because it's already like you've committed that body part to the action. I like natural attack builds a lot. I play a lot of skinwalkers.
Can I claw with my feet?
Sure. I'll let that happen. Why not? Just step on a dude.
I mean, I haven't used my legs.
Fair enough.
Just hop on your hands and like.
So the 31 does hit?
halfway
Yeah, that
around.
is.
I mean, I don't know that Feral Mutagen specifies the claws are on your hands.
I did it with a Fey Blood Rager once. I replaced my Minotaur hooves with 2 chicken legs, so
That's a thing.
it is what it is.
That sounds horrifying.
Second claw will hit,
Okay.
and then I rend.
Oh,
So that's my damage block.
the power of your feet. That actually, like, it doesn't just, the troops still pour on, but there are a lot of dead bodies in front of Akral right now.
Yeah, good God, that's like as much damage as I've been raining into them.
Yeah, there are a lot of dead
So
dudes.
now I have a question. Can I grapple them?
No, because it's the troop template from
Yeah,
Brand
it's basically a swarm just made of larger constituent.
So technically yes, but mechanically it would do nothing to stop them.
They do take 150% damage from area effects, though, I think.
But yeah, that's absolutely correct. Which is basically you, Caine. Just
Aha!
fire. How does that interact with like Necklace of Fire? No, they would blow up. They
would blow up super hard.
Some weird magic thing that makes it like unblow up and then bounces again. I have homework. Anyway, I think Smiles is done. I think it's Kwai's turn.
Yep.
Okay, Kwai's gonna hop,
Oh God, you're right. I should have bought.
fly over here,
Told you.
with a haste, and then he's going to.
Alright, so where you moved is not on the wall.
Yeah, I'm flying.
Oh, okay, got it. that makes sense. I just needed to be 100% sure.
Yeah, I'm flying.
I'm done with this.
I'm just moved over a little bit, and then I'm going to hit the big scary dude who did 9 points of wisdom damage to me.
Alright, fair enough. Do you have some means of stopping a attack of opportunity?
How far away was he from me?
Oh, never mind.
I was gonna say, what is this thing's reach?
The squares are awkward. It doesn't provoke. I lied. It should provoke. His reach is 10, but...
I have 15 where I can hit.
Gotcha. Alright, go ahead and roll.
Alright, I'm doing.
And like, give me all your damage at once, because clustered shots.
Right, okay. I'm gonna give you the attack, the 2 hits, and then after that I'll add up the damage.
Okay, sure.
Does a 20 hit or 28 hit with no AC?
It does.
24.
Yep. How do you have no AC? How's that work?
I have arrows that go through inanimate objects, and so it doesn't. And so that goes through shields and armors.
So you're shooting brilliant energy arrows.
Yes.
Okay, gotcha.
All right. So the 24 was the second one. 18's the third. Does that hit?
That does not.
All right. 21 is the fourth.
That is.
Is it Ooh, I have a 1.
Okay. Would you like to use your hero point?
Yes.
Okay.
And what's that going to do? Reroll?
Yeah.
Okay. I'll reroll that in here in a minute. Oh, actually, I don't need to. It's right down here. 14. That one's going to miss, but it wasn't a 1.
But it doesn't cause your bow to like fall in the water or something.
Right. Then 29 and finally 21.
Those both connect.
So, question, Tommy.
Yes.
Do these troops have DR?
Kinda. Well, not kinda. They definitely do.
Okay, because I have clustered shots, and I fired roughly 70 projectiles in there.
That is 191 damage.
Okay, I think that...
Woo!
Did that kill a dude? Is that a dead dude? Mr. Apostate Devil. Okay, he's not dead. 190 what?
191.
191. Okay, so that's a lot of damage. You unload into this thing, and it just, with malice in its heart and eyes, it turns towards you. Plus, this is my maximum hit points. Minus 191. Okay. So
he's dead, but he's not happy.
But also, I'm not immune to death effects. And this is something I run. We haven't talked about the massive damage rule a lot in Lord of the Caliber, because it just doesn't come up. But in high level play, it does. I do not natural 1 my fortitude save. I survive. Okay. There's a DC 15 save or die. Anyway, is that all, Kwai?
Yeah, sorry, that's it.
Understood. Alright, so you guys can see now gates begin to open inside Fort Rannick. And several more troops appear.
Well, those people who are inside, because some people are facing outside, so they can't see that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you guys have no idea. You guys are way too busy, but Kwai and Jed would definitely see it.
Yeah, I see it, because I'm looking right at them as they pop in.
My
I'm
apostate.
too busy punching.
I think I'm just gonna 5-foot step over here.
I'm like, fuck it! More incoming!
Let me get... Actually, I'm gonna 5-foot step into the breach, and then let me get will saves from Kwai and from Jed. It continues preaching the glories of Asmodeus. Lay down
38.
your weapons. That passes. Lay down your weapons. That passes.
That'll be a 23.
Yours doesn't, I think.
Oh no, what?
Lay down your weapons or not, whatever, you do you.
Was it 20 what?
23.
Okay, 23 just barely passes.
Okay.
You feel the urge to throw your bow into the river below you and submit to the will of Asmodeus.
But then I don't.
But then you realize that would be silly.
I almost did. Yeah, my will save is way lower than it was a moment ago, because minus 11 to my will.
So is mine, but it's still a plus 20.
Still good. The Verizian troops around you also fare much better. They see this thing, and they've seen the hand as it's appeared out of the walls to attack Jed, and they give it a wide berth. Now that it's a full-on devil, they've turned towards it with like dwarves with warhammers, Shoanti with earthbreakers, because that's where earthbreakers come from. Orcs with butchering axes, etc., etc. They'll attack it in a second. First, let's attack... I'm going to attack Jed once, I'm going to attack Kwai once.
Bring it down!
Look at
How
us!
are you attacking Kwai, by the way?
Because I have hands.
So you're going to walk up to Kwai and he's going to get an extra attack?
Oh, no. My hands are extra dimensional as long as I have line of sight to you.
Alright.
I really like this thing. It's from Bichet.
They don't provoke, though, do they?
They do not.
Okay.
Let me double check. It might.
Because I moved, you do have a 50% miss chance.
Alright. From, like, wind style?
Lightning style.
Lightning style, okay. So True Seeing doesn't get around that. So
True Seeing, I don't think does.
So high is in your favor. Okay, so the attack that it goes at you misses.
Oh, thank God.
Just barely. Just barely. And here,
More.
I felt that one.
31 to hit Jed.
That actually does miss.
Oh, good. Congratulations. I'll use my hero point. No, I don't have a hero point. I'm cool, but I'm not that cool. These guys are going to move through, and as their action, they're going to... This is resolving. It doesn't provoke. It resolves against both Akral and Smiles' CMDs, 38.
Alright.
I'm sure I don't get the monk. I might get the monk.
Say what?
38 over Smiles and Akral's CMDs. These guys.
I highly doubt you get the monk.
Yeah,
You would just get Jed.
Yeah. And you also have the 20% from Blur, if that matters.
That is true. Okay.
But the 38 doesn't hit.
Okay, so I'll go ahead and roll it. So it connects, but you're able to dodge, and then you guys do take 46 automatic damage. You guys both take 17 automatic damage. They're not going to use the cannon this time.
Some of that gets...
It's still reloading.
Gets reduced by my damage resistance.
Okay.
Oh my God, I lost my first hit point. They used up my temporary hit point that I had from heroism.
Oh no. So I'm going to have a second apostate devil spawn. Teleports behind you. Sorry, kid.
Nothing personnel.
Nothing personnel. Let's get... I need will saves from Akral and Smiles both.
Okay, will saves. God damn it!
Oh no!
Have you used your
I
hero
spend
point?
my hero point.
I mean, yeah, I already used my hero point, remember? My first one.
Caine's... Oh yeah, it was, wasn't it? Caine's good guy syndrome is kicked in.
Yeah,
But
take it. It's yours.
Thanks. I would just want to say, on the upside, I don't have to drop.
You have to drop your hands. It's like elementary school. Hands at your sides, no touching. A 48's much better.
I mean, I wanted to say with a plus 29, it's hard to fail, but I didn't say it, so not to jinx myself. But
Famous last words.
You thought it.
Yeah, just thinking it, that's good enough.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
So Akral begins hearing the words of Asmodeus before him, and he forgets all about the sun. He forgets all about praising the sun, drinking his sunny D. He puts his hands down, and then he hears Jed from across the wall, just, God damn it, more! And then he realizes he's an idiot, and 48 is good. However, Smiles, we need that will save.
Feel your
I'm gonna
hands, you
use
son of a
my
bitch.
reroll, because that was 1.
Oh, rough.
24.
24, again, just barely squeaks by.
Jeez. How can we both roll a 1 on that check? God dang.
I'm pretty sure we're supposed to die here.
The first attack is a 47 to attack Akral, which misses.
But the guy's like not in reach for us, right?
He has super magic space claws that he can, as long as he can see you.
I mean, like, is he like floating over the water?
Yeah.
Okay, I don't think I can get there.
Does a 37 hit Smiles?
I mean, I could.
No.
Slide.
All right. I assume the 47 misses the monk. Akra.
Yeah.
Oh well.
Yeah, my AC is ridiculous. That's pretty much what I tried to do.
Jed and Kwai can both see that everybody in the courtyard here is pretty much pacified. A couple of elves draw dual curved blades and go charging in only to get impaled on pikes and slide down them as their comrades are systematically tied up. This guy here, the Seer of Varizia, he stands up with his, he kind of has a real beat up, less quarterstaff, more walking stick. He charges in and just kind of gets whacked in the back of the head. Emeralda freaks out and then also is whapped in the back of the head as they're both knocked out. Jed, what's up?
It restores all points permanently drained. Okay. I cast Restoration on myself.
Alrighty.
And then I'm going to move down the wall to here.
Okay.
It's a standard move. I don't think I can do it. What? I have a Swift, I suppose. I could use Key Weapon, but that doesn't really... That's just a +1.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think I have anything I can do as a Swift action. Actually, you know what I do? Jed runs right off the end of this wall.
Okay. I assume you have slow fall.
And he casts Featherfall as a Swift action.
Oh, okay. Also good. You know what I'm gonna do? Fuck you, Tommy. Wah!
Kill myself!
Well, it's not that high.
I'm going to bed.
High-level characters don't die from hopping off small walls.
Not in first edition.
Not in first edition.
I can
Alright.
die from hopping off of a small wall right now.
Rough. If that's all from Jed, Akral. You can make me... Well, you made the check in the first place. You know that's another apostate devil has spawned. Its words are infectious to the minds of everyone, because its whole purpose of existence is to spread Asmodeus' will across everywhere.
Take a step back so that people may not hinder me while casting. Then I will use Fly.
Okay.
So I can move up to that guy.
Gotcha.
So I may punch him.
Alright, so you're moving within 5 feet?
Yeah.
It provokes once. I've rolled a natural 1.
Nice!
I'll let you go ahead. You get a free attack.
Nice.
It reaches out its claw, and it
I deal the lowest damage of all of us, because I'm a tank, not a damage dealer, but I'm still gonna take that.
You didn't put all your feats into improved natural attack.
I don't think a 31 hits.
31 does not hit.
To be fair, per attack, I don't actually do all that much damage. But when you divide that by 7, you know...
Archers are real good.
Yeah, or 25.
Alright, Smiles, what are we doing?
I guess I will move to there and then attack the demon.
Okay, the demon is like 20 feet away from you. And it's also a devil. I didn't mean to move them, but they can...
It is 20 feet away?
Each one of these squares is 10 feet. So technically this is happening. But I don't want to move them, it's weird. I feel Adam's pain.
So I'll go there.
Okay.
Ish. So that's 15 feet.
Okay.
Nodachi 1 is 35.
Okay. Take 14 damage as you provoke from the troop.
Okay.
35 hits. Anything that's not a natural 1 will hit these guys.
I'm attacking the devil.
Oh, okay. So he is... Do you have... How close are you to him?
15.
Okay. Do you have a reach of 15? Oh, you're large. Yeah, that's right. Fair enough. Okay. Proceed.
Large and long arm.
Right.
Does that hit?
35 doesn't hit.
Okay. That's less. That's... Still doesn't hit. 44?
That does not hit.
God dang.
Yeah, these things are awful.
Yeah.
40.
Bestiary 5 was really good to the forces of hell. 40.
Math.
40 math.
45.
Again misses.
And then last two. Nope. Okay, yeah, I just whiffed everything.
You came close.
I have a 37 strength, and I just whiffed everything.
Welcome to Pathfinder.
Yeah, I think the only reason we're hitting it is because of that brilliant energy.
I mean, its armor class is 46.
It's less than mine.
14 of that is +5 Hellplate armor.
Fair enough. Yeah, that actually would be +5 full plate, wouldn't it? That's literally the exact math. Anyway, if that is all from Smiles, Kwai, the second apostate devil has spawned in. Several more things like it and worse fly overhead.
Great. Well, I'm gonna deal with the one I've been fighting.
Okay.
Yeah, kill that off first. That's almost down, that one. You can help us with the other one later.
God damn it, there's so many of these guys.
Also, at least that other guy has trouble hitting us too.
Trouble hitting you.
Alright, my first hit was a critical.
Okay.
And then it's 20 to confirm.
This way does not confirm.
Okay. In that case, it does. Alright, and then the second one misses. Third one, 21 to hit, no armor.
That does hit. That just barely squeaks in.
Okay. Is 61 damage enough to kill it?
It might be. It's taking some damage. 61 doesn't kill it.
Doesn't kill it?
Right.
The third one is a critical as well.
Right.
Or the fourth one, sorry. That's going to be 90 damage because the confirm was a 26.
Okay.
I'm guessing that kills it.
It might. Hang on, let me... It's still alive. Not quite dead.
Oh, okay. Then 22, an additional 18.
Okay.
19's a miss. And 23, so an additional 34 on top of that damage.
That kills it.
There we go.
Flavor that kill.
Full round.
Nice.
Is this thing a hand still, or
No, it was full body. It kind of looks like a wizard. Like it's wearing armor.
Okay.
The armor's kind of flowy and broken.
My final shot hit it right in the eye, and then it just starts like coughing up some sort of blood-like liquid, and then just falls over the little wall that it's on.
Alrighty. It collapses into the rubble along with those that have died to the Fiend's Mouth cannon. And if that's all.
Yep, that's it from me.
Jed, there's a lot of guys. This troop looks pretty beat up. This troop as well down here. You guys have done quite a bit of damage to them. But they see you. Your Jed is pretty much the only thing threatening left in the courtyard.
Oh yeah, I'm like actively descending through the air, through the off this wall here. And he just he lets out this like fucking scream of frustration and anger because there's just like this fort is just filling with Hell Knights. Up past the tits with Hell Knights. So I think I'm just like, my recourse right here is to just continue unloading as many sling bullets into these dudes as possible.
As you gently float down and you spin your sling a la Miles Tails Prowler.
Mm-hmm.
You're a little helicopter.
So when I asked you about whether or not these troops had DR, I was curious as to how that would be affected by clustered shot, because like I said, I've fired somewhere between 50 and 70 sling bullets into this troop here.
That is I'm going to go ahead and kill them then, because they would have taken a lot more damage. They realize, oh, we've taken more damage, and they all explode all at the same time.
Oh no!
Everybody looks around, and people kind of just waste away, like...
Their barbarian rage expires, and their hit points drop like a rock.
Yeah, they experience barbarian sudden death syndrome.
Oh, they do. It affects us
real
all.
hard. I should probably get that macro up. I'm
SBDS.
going to fire into the troop of Hell Knights in between what I'm assuming is B1 and B6.
Okay.
I do kind of like that Unchained Barbarian got rid of SBDS.
Yeah.
Temporary hit points instead of real hit points is real good.
Oh my god, that's so many numbers that have just been thrown at my face.
Okay, so that's
There's a natural
37,
one.
47. There's a natural one in there.
Okay.
There's actually 2 natural ones in there, neither of which I can negate.
My god. Okay. Everything else resolves, everything else hits, so go ahead and do your damage. I'll resolve the natural ones after.
Okay. Just leave out the damage from the natural ones, I'm assuming.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, dear God, I wish I had a number pad.
So that's 1, 2... What is the damage dice?
Do you want me to add them up since I do have a number pad?
5d6.
I'm like...
So 5, 10, 15... Do the bouncing, does that get your judgment too?
Yes. Because they're struck as though they've been attacked.
The original sling bolts.
I see 105 d6 from all of these. Good God, Caine, I'm so proud of you.
So that'll be 47 times 15.
Gross.
901 points of damage.
Okay, yeah. I have sold short your ability to do damage. But then...
Then I fumble twice!
Then you fumble twice. The first fumble, your feather fall is dispelled.
So you spot.
You've fallen 60 feet, because that's how far you fall around, I'm pretty sure. So you're gonna fall 40 feet. Do you have any means of mitigating that fall damage?
Die, you plinko pegs! Oh, shit!
I'll take...
No, I don't.
Alrighty. So you'll take 14 points of fall damage, and then roll to hit yourself.
Roll to hit my...
Because one of the sling bullets will bounce back.
Do that.
And it ricochets off some dudes. It hits the Hell Knight's left horn, and it loops a little, and the momentum spins it around a couple times. Then it swings back in Caine's direction.
Here, I hoped he could attack himself and...
33. I missed myself.
You just barely dodge it. You look up, covered in dust, see your own sling bullet back at you, just hit the ground.
Just as a question for future reference, because I know somebody who's thinking about running this. If you roll a nat 1 on your actual attack, does your sling bullet still bounce?
See, I was just thinking that. I was almost kind of hoping I hit myself so that it would bounce into something else.
Yeah. Just bounce off your chest and into some other dude.
I don't know, though.
I'm not sure either. I think it comes up to GM discretion.
Yeah, I would
nat
feel
ones
like
are a lot of house ruling.
No, because then even if I hit myself, I would still win.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I would hit myself and then kill 4 dudes.
Because in most fights, it won't be mass combat. You'll be in a dungeon and there's 5 things, and you just kind of flex your chest out and it bounces. You become Waka from Final Fantasy X. Just hitting people with a blitz ball. Anyway, Akral, what's up?
Alright. I will smite that evil before me.
It's very evil.
In the name of the sun god. Praise the sun.
Praise the sun!
Let's smack him up. Alright. So I designated him. So now I get my charisma bonus for attacks, which seems to be dearly needed.
Yeah. How much is it?
My charisma bonus is another +9 on top of my normal bonuses.
So then a 41 does miss.
But I haven't rolled. Oh,
excuse me. I lied. That was Caine. I have so many friends I play D&D with.
Okay. So that. All right. Let's see. So. Where's my mass attacking? There we go. I will Flurry of Blow and hasted attack him. So let's see. God damn it! Why did the first one have to be so low? All right, the first couple of ones is plus 35. So that's a 37.
That misses.
64. 46.
46 is tied to defender.
God damn it. And the I think Flurry of Blows was the 2 extra attacks are both at the highest, right?
Mm-hmm.
So that's a plus 35, so it's a 50. That should hit. Alright, so at least some damage.
Yeah.
And the after that won't hit either. 17, let's see. That's 16 plus 9 is 25. 25 plus 17. No, that's 42. That also doesn't hit. Alright, so I hit him once.
You did it! 1 hit! He is an evil outsider.
and-
You will double the bonus from Smite Evil to damage.
Nice. Okay,
So you hit him
so
once,
my-
but it's a good punch. 1 punch.
So
if you will.
that's my base damage, and my smite damage goes on top of that.
So 38 damage all told, and that breaks his DR. Understood.
Alright.
He dodges most of the things. Some of the things just glance off his armor, but then you like uppercut him in the chin, and he reels back.
I'm like punching a bunch, and he dodges most, thinks he had dodged them all, and then one more comes and like smacks him in the face.
Seems good. Alrighty. Smiles.
Going after him is a hopeless cause of terrible, terrible decisions.
Welcome to my
So
life.
I guess I'm going after the army.
Okay.
Crit threat. So that auto confirms, correct?
If it's a natural 20, yes.
Yes.
Okay.
And that is that. Yes. 84?
That is enough. That 1 strike causes these guys to turn and retreat. It doesn't provoke. I guess it can if you really want it to, but mechanically the troop is destroyed.
Yeah, so I guess I will try and hit the damn guy.
Might as well.
Nope. 30.
30 doesn't hit. Nothing in the 30 hits him.
It's 32. That's not gonna hit. Nope. Nope. That 46?
Is tied a defender.
Okay. So I do hit or lose?
You don't. And in Tommy's bet as the defender, like you have to get 47 to hit him.
Okay. And then, I'm done.
Hi, understood. I think it goes to Kwai. Oh, it does.
Yep.
These guys down here are in full retreat. These guys exploded with several more troops.
I'm gonna haste move over to here, and then I'm gonna shoot at this big guy.
Okay.
Alright, I've got a 21 to hit, and then 2 misses.
Okay.
3, 4, and a 23 to hit. Ouch.
You did it.
So that's 27 and 29 total damage.
Okay.
Or for both of them. One was 27, the other 29.
Understood.
And then you'll just subtract the defense from that once.
Sure. Gotcha. Duly noted.
And that's it. Other than that, it was a whole bunch of misses, but no critical misses, so I'll take it.
These guys are really cool. I want to use them. I'll probably use them in Lord the Caliber at some point because they're really strong. Hell Knights are going to converge on Jeddah as this happens. I'm going to spawn several more of these.
No more.
Do they provoke?
They greater teleport. Or rather, they are gated in.
No, I mean the ones. Oh, these two. Neither of these moved. They just gated into my face.
Yeah. Then I'm gonna.
Oh, good God, that's terrifying.
You guys can see like people on the walls that are still alive throw down their weapons and surrender. The courtyard has fallen. Some Hell Knights begin making their way into Fort Rannick, like proper. Starting with Jed, make a will save. I think I can cast this. Yeah, I can.
10 plus 20... 4. 34.
Okay, that passes. Now, make a... Let's see, I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I got 6. Let's go to Smiles next. Smiles, make a will save.
Can I just say no? I'm
Nope,
immune?
nope. No, you can't. Well, are you immune to mind affecting?
No.
Okay, then you're not immune.
I didn't choose to go with the mind buttressing armor. I should have. Because mind buttressing armor is amazing.
Yeah.
Ooh, rough.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
no.
Jed Smiles falls flat on his face as Hold Monster is cast on him, and he just kind of collapses forward. We're smart enough to identify what everyone is, and we're not going to throw will saves at the monks because we know we'll fail. So I'm going to attack. I'm going to attack 6 times at the one that's destroying us. I add 28 to my attack roll, targeting Kwai. 2 of them are natural 20s, one is a natural 1. The 1 and the 20 will cancel each other out. So then does a 30 hit you?
A 30 does not hit me.
Okay, 32?
Does not hit me.
Bah, okay. Math. 43 to hit?
43 hits.
Alright, so then... First we're gonna do
First, as far as the critical goes, you'll need to. I've got the 50% mischance
yes,
thing going on.
That's correct.
Against all of that.
Okay. First one, we needed to be less. I didn't say that, but as husband. So they both connect.
Okay.
For first, it's 6 points of wisdom damage.
And then for the critical, I am going to do the
Windy escape.
windy escape. Yeah.
Okay. 23 points of damage. Then
So 23 points of damage and 6 points of wisdom, right?
Yeah, that's right. Then we're going to, as Smiles goes down, these guys move into, like, they 5-foot step. Well, they can't really 5-foot step, the board's too big and all, but they do restrain him. They begin stripping his gear off him. And we're going to attack...
Can they see me?
They can see you.
Or can they hit me?
You're paralyzed.
Still blur. It's a thing.
Fine. They try
You don't know where I'm at?
A lot of dudes try to coup de grace for your mischance, and 80 or higher, they just hit the bridge a bunch. They don't hit the bridge a bunch. They figure it out. Somebody's like, "Hey, wait a minute." Probably some of the imps and like lesser devils just like.
Oh God, my poor wisdom.
He's got a janky body.
I got a jank body. So the dumb part about this character is, say somebody, like, every attack when I have blur on is a 20% mischance.
Mm-hmm.
And then if you hit me with sneak attack or a crit, it's 75% on top of that you're going to miss.
Seems good. So now,
Do you mean fortitude that you just don't get the critical?
the fortification enchantment?
Yeah, I didn't miss, but it just does the same thing that my Misty does. It just
turns it
negates
into a
the critical
regular hit.
portion of it.
Yeah. So let's get let's see. I have full attack to do. Let's get 3 will saves from Akral real fast. I'm sure I can't pass, but I can't hit him either. So 3 will saves from Akral.
My will save is now my lowest save.
I did it. A 48, a 37, and a 42 all below the pants off this guy trying to hold monster you 3 times. Meanwhile, these Hell Knights are all going to surround Jed, and they lower pikes and surrender. Lay down your arms.
Jed knows a losing fight when he sees one. If I stop fighting, will they stop killing people?
Make a check.
That'd be like sense motive, right?
Yeah, or perhaps like a knowledge local would do, knowledge history.
Do I have sense? I have a terrible sense motive.
Yeah, I've been beating up your wisdom all night.
Well, yeah, but I restored it, so it's back to where it should be.
Yeah, that's why we have to ask you to surrender, because I can't apostate devil you to death.
I don't have... I've got a 25 acrobatics. I could have gotten out of that fall damage.
You could have.
I'm just dumb. Knowledge personal history. Is that a thing here?
Yes, in Lordly Caliber it is a thing. Half your level.
Half my level.
Plus int.
Okay, that's... Fuck, that's not much either. That's like +7. Which is better than my sense motive. Alright, yeah, sure, why
Rough.
not? 22.
Okay, yeah, you know these guys will... They won't kill you if you surrender. You're most certainly looking at a life of slavery. But you'll survive.
Well, I can kill an army with a piece of leather and a rock.
Yeah, so that's pretty good.
So...
I'm really tempted, I won't do it, but I'm really tempted to let you do the damage in a half like you're throwing fireballs, because you might as well be.
Jed puts his hands up, and he lets his forefinger and his thumb release the sling, and it falls to the ground. But it's a very, very powerful magical thing, so I feel like the noise it makes when it hits the ground is not that of like a piece of belt hitting the ground, but like a solid, like a much weightier piece of something else.
The solid peal of a church bell ringing on a Sunday morning. Ping!
Yes, that actually sounds awesome.
I need this build. I like this build as much as I like Rocktopus. Jesus. Alright, so these guys do come forth. They restrain you. Who's not dead? I have Kwai, and I have Akra. Akra, what you doing? There's a lot of apostate devils. You're muted also. Or he got up, and I'm just a dig. Okay, he's there. You did mute. Haha.
Haha, yeah.
You're also a dick.
Yeah. I can't argue with that.
Akro is gonna burn himself out. He's gonna fight until his light dims and goes out.
Okay.
That's what he owns, his god, Pelor, the Lord of the Sunshine.
Lord of the Sun sounds
Praise the sun.
super masculine and well done at the end there, but Lord of the Sunshine sounds like a PBS special. Welcome, kids, to Lord of the Sunshine!
His domains are like sun, strength, and healing.
Fair enough.
So he's like a weird combination. He's like, oh yeah, you're pretty stuff, and here's the strength, and down there's also healing.
He's like if Iomade and Sarenrae have some weird god-child. Or rather, it's like he was split into two separate gods as 3.5 became Pathfinder.
At least I will make it difficult for them. Because it will be a bitch hitting me.
Yeah, it is. I know that build. I know that build very well. Yeah. I can't even banish your Eidolon because your will saves are so good.
I can roll natural ones eventually.
Yeah, you can. That's been this whole session for you. Well, not the whole session, but it was the start.
Yeah, no one else is here to bail you out now.
Yeah, but it just doesn't fit in with a lawful good paladin monk guy to surrender to the evil
forces of evil. Fair enough.
Yeah, so he's gonna burn himself out. Literally.
But are you casting like combustion or something?
Oh, that's interesting point. What kind of 5th level spells do we have? Is there anything...
Aspect of the Baylor.
You could detonate.
Detonate's very strong against these guys. Except for the part where it's fire damage.
Yeah.
I think you can choose the type of damage you do with detonate. I don't think it's fire.
Nice. But it's not a summoner spell.
I can create great things like a lesser demi-plane.
There you go. Retreat into your own personal stronghold. Is that a standard action?
Yes, like GTFO. go to my own Demi plane and teleport from there. Because we're currently somewhere where if we teleport, we get fucked up, right?
Yeah, you guys are kind of just out of it.
No, I mean, like it's like in the kingdom we were when we did the last one shot.
Yes,
when
yes.
you teleport,
Teleportation will cause you to cheese
go
off.
to the in the meat grinder. It's like,
But here you could. Unfortunately, also Demiplane that's a 4-hour spell to create it. Otherwise, that's great. Just goodbye. I live in the house with this place now. Hooray!
yeah.
I mean, technically, he wouldn't fail his concentration checks because you just couldn't hit him.
Yeah.
You're not wrong.
Yeah, no, I'm just a badass. I'm gonna sit here and you can try.
Just sit there and
Good
troll.
luck.
Just sit there for 4 hours and cast a spell.
We'll do it.
God damn it, why would you just let me hit you?
It's
I
hilarious.
mean, like, technically at some point you're probably going to be hit, but then that's when natural armor kicks in and you're just like, no, I'm not actually hit.
yeah. Also, I'm like really good at making those concentration saves.
Yeah. You probably fall from grace, leaving the praise the I'm going to the sun plane. I built it. Goodbye. It's hilarious though.
No, it's pretty much just he's got to keep punching people until he goes down eventually, which will take freaking long because
there's so much more story development, but I'll spend the rest of the session just beating on you.
And so much HP. It probably in between they're like, oh man, we did real good damage to him, and he's like, nope, starting to heal myself. He's probably making them take all day long.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Just so to really get in the nerves.
The power of the Chelish Empire has not
It's like
compensated for high-level PCs, especially when the mastermind of the Empire had an hour to prep. Oh well.
It's kind of like they've wrapped everything else up, like and there's still guys around me hitting me constantly, trying to finally bring me down.
What do you do on your turn, though?
Yeah, like I said, he will just keep fighting.
Alrighty, make those attack rolls.
Do you actually want to pull that through if everyone else is running, or is
I mean,
everyone else
we still have the Zen Archer. Kwai's not dead.
All right.
I'm still here. I'm still doing damage.
Yeah, he's not done yet.
Might
Let's
give up.
see if
I'll give up.
Might give
if
up.
I can at least natural one on the first one.
You
Nice.
natural one on the first one. Okay. What am I gonna?
I'm relatively sure that. Well, maybe the 18 might hit. What's to say that none of those hit, but the 18 might hit?
Okay.
That's.
And the one
That-
makes it miss.
Yeah, actually, that's 48.
That would hit, but the one makes it miss. You, enraged with the fury of Palor, you swing at this dude, and it just kind of becomes like an angry, like 5-year-old swinging when they're upset that their toy has been taken away. This thing just kind of puts its hand out and like over top of your forehead, and you're unable to do much of anything but flail.
He shouted at him, I will have an easier time hitting you.
It's unfortunate that you cut out halfway
Yeah,
through
you
that.
cut out. God, I will have an easier
Oh.
time hitting you.
That's all he needs to say, because that's all he needs, right? Just an easier time to hit. All right,
I will have it.
Kwai, what's up?
My turn. Okay.
Smiles is paralyzed.
Alright, I'm gonna come over here and then shoot this guy here.
I'm gonna come over here, then I'm gonna shoot this guy here. Alrighty.
Well, I mean, there's nothing else I can do, and I'm not gonna give up.
Well, you could shoot this guy here. You can shoot this guy here.
Yeah, but that one's already been hit.
Or you can shoot this guy here.
Yeah.
Or there's a lot more. I'm just not putting every token on the board.
No, I got it. This is a losing battle. I'm just saying.
But
I'm
we're
not
gonna make it
give up.
mechanical the whole way.
Nice.
I like Soha better than Zen Archers because they can flurry with other things. But that doesn't mean Zen Archer's not really good.
Yeah, I can
Alright,
flurry of blows with the case disc I'm wearing too.
So 26 to hit, 22 to hit, 27 to hit, 3 misses, 23 to hit, and then my very last roll was a 1.
Ugh.
So I'm gonna pool up the damage, and then you can tell me what happens on the last roll.
Okay, sure. I'm gonna roll percentage dice because I have a good idea, but I don't know if I necessarily wanted to do it. Higher than 50, Tommy gets his way. Okay, Tommy, your bow doesn't break. Congratulations. Well done.
Alright, 148 damage.
148 damage. He's taken some, but not enough to matter. He turns towards you and gets a free attack, is what I'll do.
Okay.
1d20. We don't roll a d10 for attack rolls. We're not savages. 37 to hit.
Will hit.
Pending. I have a 50% mischance against you,
Yes.
and it does not connect.
Oh, sweet.
If that's all,
That's it.
it's our turns. Alright, so these guys are going to converge on the last two people to defend the port. And, like, the turns are a little faster than, or a little longer, I guess, rather than 6 seconds ago this time. So you guys are literally the only two left. They begin climbing the walls.
Oh yeah, this is a losing battle. I'm well aware.
The flag of the Chelish Empire is hoisted over Fort Rannick, and they look at you guys and just surrender. Lay down your arms. Dismiss your creature. You will not be harmed.
At this point, I'm just here to make this a bitch for you.
That's in character.
Kwai?
Yes, that is in character.
I'm not here to win, I'm just here to piss you off.
I'm not surrendering. Fuck them.
Alright, understood. I would edit out all the bad words. This is usually the time I'm shooting out Caine and Connor.
Ouch.
But this is going into Lord the Caliber, so nobody's gonna watch it. It'll be fine. Two more of these things spawn in. We're gonna fly back here. And we're gonna fly back here. I think I'm better off just full attacking.
And the will save stuff.
I'm gonna roll 6 percentage dice. Why'd that come out as a 6? No, oh wait, I see. Never mind. I am foolish.
Yeah.
No, that makes no sense. I hit. 6d100. I typed something wrong.
Yeah. You're I think you're making a space between the 6 and the D100.
Oh god, you know what? I am. That's absolutely correct. That never happened. Alright, so the 62, 99, 92, 54. So 4 of these attacks can't connect. But I'm targeting Kwai. He really likes his buff spells. First attack is a 39 to hit, and then a 46 to hit.
Both will hit.
Alrighty. 2d6. The 7 wisdom damage puts you to 0 wisdom.
Puts me to 1 wisdom.
Damn it! Damn it! Alright.
Yeah, you are like non-functional right now. You're up.
Yep.
You're drooling
virtually
at this point.
insane.
26 damage. And I'm
You are
gonna...
incapable of making coherent thought.
Why am I moving them? They have a lot of reach. They're really cool. I really like these devils. I'm gonna do 2 more percentage dice rolls. I have a 21 and a 60, so I'm capable of swinging one of these. A 35 to hit,
That'll hit.
and that's enough wisdom
Bye.
to put you to 0.
Oh yeah, it is.
Now...
And if not, the damage was probably going to be enough. I only had 14 health left.
Oh, jeez. Okay, so that's relevant.
Alright.
I had 1d8
Being
plus
put to 0
9.
wisdom wouldn't kill you, but it would put you in a coma.
13 damage. How lucky of you.
I have 1 health
Alright, so
and 0 wisdom.
Yeah, you're in a
So you're
coma.
headed-
make me a quick reflex save. Because you're flying, right?
Yeah.
Let's see if you can right yourself before you contact the wall. While that's going down...
27.
Okay, you are able to just kind of reach out your hand and catch the wall before you... What happens
I
at 0
catch the-
wisdom?
He's in a coma.
He's in a... He's
Wisdom
just
to
blackout.
Wisdom to 0, you forget who you are, but you can be saved. You essentially lose everything, and then you start over as a baby at that age.
Oh my. Now we have a baby Zen Archer. Hooray!
Yeah, he's a vegetable.
Babality. Alright, let's get 4 will
Vegetable.
saves from Akral. I think I'm better off targeting your saves.
That might be true. Alright. Will saves how many?
4.
Okay.
You had way more than
Oh,
I
there we go. Natural one.
Good!
There we
Good!
go.
You are affected by Hold Monster. You fall to the ground and they bind you. I don't have another map. But it's not over. I'm looking at the rest of Fort Rannick. What's relevant? Nothing. I should have got the Grawl farm
Good
too.
thing.
Several.
I think
wrote
if everyone's either dead or restrained, I think we're done.
I mean, we can knock off here if you want, but there's more story to tell.
Okay. I'm just not sure what we're doing if everybody's been arrested and/or it turned into a vegetable.
Several hours pass. What happened to Akral's token? Oh, never mind. I thought it was way more stretched out than it was. You guys are, and along with the rest of the defenders, you're hauled up here in chains. That means you go over here, Smiles. Like, I don't know how to lock tokens, but I'll figure it out for you.
I want to stay on the bridge. I feel like I rolled way too many natural ones for a single session.
Welcome, Pathfinder. Alright, so the apostate devils go back to hell.
Okay.
The Hell
Poor
Knights
guy.
do.
Let me see if I have like something to keep damage so it doesn't roll everywhere. Do summoners have something like
Until I
that?
get a hold of someone's shoelaces or a belt.
You might, but you guys are all, like, stripped of all your gear. Your Eidolon is banished, Akral, and you are restrained.
My poor Eidolon.
As a man approaches. You guys are, you're surrounded by several Hell Knights all over the place. The fort is actively being, like, wall of stoned back together. And the Chelish have not completed their conquest of Varizia, but they've taken Fort Rannick.
My guys.
It starts to smell a bit like feces around you guys now.
Why? Oh, because you have no wisdom and have pooped yourself. I get it.
Oops himself.
I want these guys to be a little farther back. This man approaches you guys. He's dressed in full Hell Knight, like, plate, but he doesn't have his helmet. Starting with Captain Poopy Pants over here. He moves forward and he, like, roughly puts his hand into your, like, chin and picks it up and, like, forces your mouth open, like, as to examine a slave's teeth, like one would do in America not that long ago. Looks you over, makes a really, really disgusted face. Then have 1 point of wisdom back, because I rolled a d4 and got a 1, so congratulations. You're at least functional. He does the same to Akral. Then to Smiles. Smiles, he gets a very, like, it's a very...
Well, Akral is pretty deflated at this point, but since they banished his Eidolon, his strength score went from 26 to 7.
Rough. Just boop, 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 boop.
So he was like that buff guy before, who was like punching everyone's leg, and now he's like that thin-armed guy who's like...
Nah, he's Mario. Because his armor class was really high and it was really hard to hit him. All I had to do was hit him once and he shrinks down. Boop, boop, boop. For Smiles, it's a little more like looking at a dog than it is looking at a person, him being a full orc. The man doesn't even, like, go so far as to touch you. He moves to Eddard. His name isn't Eddard. His name was Eddard a week ago when we figured out we needed to do a one-shot. Now it's Jedediah. I think that's...
Jedediah is at 143 hit points out of 194. He has no ability damage.
Good. So he probably looks the... He's the only human, too, because Kwai is a half-giant, if I remember correctly. So...
Well, I lost exactly 1 hit point.
That's all I needed.
It's all it took!
As the man looks at Jedediah, like, the seer of Varizia begins to make a bunch of, like, wheel and woe! This man looks up, and he sees the seer, and he draws a bastard sword, and in the same motion as to draw it, he throws it, and it boomerangs into him, just straight through the chest. He dies, and with his other hand, necromantic energy begins flowing through it. You will make a fine prize for my daughter when she returns from Geb. And the man is animated as a zombie. He shuffles over.
Oh, sweet Jesus, I was afraid you were talking about me.
As this happens, the little kitsune girl... I'm not going to actually scream like a little kitsune girl, because I'll blow everyone's ears out, and I'm a generous Tommy. But that's what she does. She begins freaking out, and as she does so, her eyes turn like back into her head, and then to like a pale bluish white, and a portal opens to somewhere dark, blackish purple, night stars rain across it. And a man that could be the Seer of Varizia in his 20s steps out of it. The kitsune girl, Emmy, she floats up behind him, and you can see that the much younger Seer of Varizia responds in time to her movements. She throws up her right arm, and he too throws up his right arm. And can everyone make a will save?
Yeah, I can. I put all my dice away because we surrendered, but give me a minute.
Natural fucking 20.
Boom!
Where was that shit before when you got a whole person, you dork? 19 plus 24.
Alright. Kwai, where are you at?
I have a 21.
So the only person who fails is Smiles. Smiles, as the much younger Seer of Varizia raises his hand up, and these guys just, in a flash, cease to exist. Smiles has no memory of there ever being people there, ever. He can't even really fathom why people, or like even the trees, or the ground that would be there. It's been replaced with, I want to say, a Gent album cover, but I don't know how many people will understand that. So I'll say like Assassin's Creed 1, just that white nothingness. And it's perfect logic to Smiles that should be there, because that's always been there. And quickly this man teleports away, because he realizes he's in trouble. Emmy looks down at you guys. The Seer looks down at you guys. She snaps her fingers. He snaps his fingers. You're restored to full. All of your gear is returned.
They restart 1 hit point.
Or like 30 wisdom damage. It depends on perspective. So this is pretty much the end of the session-ish. It depends on what you guys want to do. Like I said, I'll draw it because it's relevant. There's a huge portal right here. But it doesn't go... Some people need to move over. I got
Oh god, there's a great black nothingness that leads into trouble.
Suddenly, you guys were there the whole time. And that's where the Seer of Varizia has returned. The Hell Knights and the Devils that are still here turn towards you guys and begin marching warily, pikes lowered.
Oh, I'm gonna murder those fools.
So
I need my Eidolon back.
You restored to full means your Eidolon returns.
Nice! I got my Eidolon back! Yes!
He's unbanished by banishment.
So I hear 2 people that are going to just start attacking real hard.
I mean, why not? Let's kill off what's here.
Okay. And Smiles doesn't want to.
Smiles can't scare them. Smiles is scared that Smiles can't scare them. Smiles looks at them and goes, but I roared.
The man looks on.
I can't
blankly.
beat the shit out of them, but...
I mean, you're very big. It's just stand in front of me, you big wuss.
So the 4 of you charge into the ranks of the Hell Knights, as so too does the Seer of Varizia. You could. You'd be just fine. Oh, by the way, the zombie is immediately destroyed. Well, no, it isn't. I don't want to do that. It's better storytelling for later if that zombie is taken with the man as he teleports away.
Pet zombie.
The fighting goes really, really quickly with a really powerful psychic entity of some kind that has been manifested, just throwing his arm into people and they cease to exist. Smiles can't comprehend that they were ever even there. Like, the Seer turns towards the walls of Fort Rannick and the walls cease to exist, and so far as his mind is concerned, the walls were never there. Fort Rannick never had walls. It would be a good idea. What if the place gets sieged? What if we need a place to hold up? We need walls. As if they were only 15 foot tall and as if the gates were made of wood. That's a Rise of the Rune Lord's joke. Someone will get it. Caine gets it.
Yeah, I got it.
It's a fort with a wooden palisade. in giant country.
Yeah, right. Nonsensical. It probably takes about an hour because there are a lot of them, albeit they're disappearing in the thousands. The Battle of Fort Rannick is won, but
I'm just wondering. So since whenever they disappear, he thinks that they were never there. So he's like looking at the battle, and for him, the guy's doing like nothing. He's like, God damn, that guy should help us.
I would imagine, like, at the end of the battle, I'm super tired, and I'm like, there were so many guys. There's only, like, 20. What?
Yeah, it's just like you guys and the Verizians that were saved. We can make this part mechanical if you guys want to go into extra innings, but we don't necessarily have to. As the battle ends, this portal has remained open the whole time, and psychic energy pours forth from it. I'd be asking for knowledge checks, but you guys are smart cookies on level 15, so it dawns on you eventually that that portal leads directly into Lang, which is the bad part of the dimension of dreams, where like creatures from purest nightmare exist and haunt everything. And from that portal, pretty much as soon as the dust settles and as soon as it realizes it can't be hurt, it looks like a giant spider, but it has the face of a human with 8 eyes, emerges from the portal. As this happens, the next question is, do we want to make it mechanical? Because if you want to fight this thing, I won't stop you.
Well, I have a fair idea what this is. I'm not sure we can kill it.
What is it?
The Lang spider.
It's not a Lang spider.
It's a bigger, nastier version of a Lang spider.
That's a little more accurate.
I'm pretty sure it has divine levels.
It's got stuff. I'll let you guys, if you want to make knowledge checks, you can try to identify it.
Oh, yeah.
What kind of knowledge check do we need to make?
Knowledge religion.
Religion would be good.
Planes was also
Alright.
Planes is also good.
Does a 39 do it?
It might.
I only got a 24.
I'll tell you.
I also only got a 24.
A 39 might. I have to check its CR really quickly, which means I need to be on the archives, which is the better SRD anyway. Archives and FS. Yeah, you like your search bar.
I do like my... Is that not what... I thought you were talking about the...
28. You got so a 39 just barely again ticks over.
Yes!
Akral, you needed a 38. It's a CR 28 creature. It dawns on you that from Lang has come forth a great old one. These things are said to have existed longer than life has existed. Their very existences defy reality. This one is about the size of a bull elephant with bloated red and black spindly legs, and then its face is humanoid. You identify the great old one, Atlach Nacha. She is known, well, it's awkward. They're the great old one of futility. This thing in Lang builds spiderweb bridges and buildings and cities all day, and then by night it falls apart again. All of her creations are doomed to fail. As she appears, the Seer of Rizia, like his psychic form, begins to flicker a whole bunch, and he turns because Emmy turns in the direction of this thing. I'm gonna make one more ask before the cinematic happens and we end. Do you guys want to try to fight this? I know Caine's fallen asleep. So
no.
I mean, I would be willing, but it's.
I mean, I probably can't harm that thing.
I can't hit it. I mean, I could, but I'd need at least 2 or 3 rounds of setup.
Fun fact, it actually has the same armor class as an Apostate Devil, which CR is like 10 lower. CR is totally pointless.
It's not totally pointless.
It's mostly pointless.
The thing is just dangerous in other ways.
Yeah, that's true. That's fair.
It can do other nasty stuff.
Also, I can't Plinko machine this thing.
You can't. There's only one.
I enjoy that is your definition of your attack.
He's actually playing Bob Barker. Make sure to spay and neuter your owlbears.
I have a great idea. You just shoot me and ricochet off me onto it.
Well, he has to hit you too, and you're harder to hit. So it seems bad.
Yeah, I'd have a better.
I'm pretty sure the brilliant energy arrows would be useless, so I would have to hit him with normal arrows instead. But
that's very accurate. All right.
Yeah, I'm looking at like a 19 to 20 to even touch the damn thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. In that case, what happens is the four of you fail the will save because we'll make it cinematic, and all of you suddenly believe that you are covered with swarming spiders, both like suddenly coming out of the ground, out of your mouth, out of your eyes, all over your body. I forget exactly what that does. You all become immediately nauseated as you lean forward and start retching vomit that turns into spiders according to your mind, and the process just gets worse and worse and worse as this thing moves forward, grabs Emmy, and moves back into Lang with her. The seer of Verizia turns her direction, and she's screaming out his name as he looks down at his hands, as if suddenly seeing them for the first time. You guys are too busy throwing up to realize that suddenly he's developed sentience. And as this happens, the magic psychic aura that's kept him up dissipates. He falls to the ground, and he disappears. And so too does Emmy and Atlichnatcha into Lang. And that's what we're going to call this one-shot. The Battle of Fort Rannick was successful. You guys did win, and thank all four of you for your patronage, whether you're like, Tomia, can I use your real name? Because I keep almost using your real name and I have to backpedal really hard. Bit of break. Is it bad? Should I not? Got it.
You gotta unmute.
What?
I was asking if I can use your real name, because I almost...
Yeah, sure.
Okay, thank you to Robin for the reason this channel can exist, pretty much, to do all the cool stuff we do, as well as Tim, and I'll figure out Dragon Ninehide's real name next week when I meet him in St. Louis, and Caine for...
Hey, I didn't say you could use my real name.
I'm sorry, Ghoulishly Delicious. Thank you to Ghoulishly Delicious. I don't know who he is. Who is this guy?
We've never met before.
Who is this, real good friend of mine who edits all my stuff? I don't know. He's also from the Interplanar Crossroads, and if you don't sub to them, we can't be friends. Y'all know that. Be sure to like us.
The Interplanar Crossroads. All we do is gameplay with it.
All we do is Caine and Tommy argue about rules as written.
That's true.
Or we get pissed about kicking doors and how Tengu shouldn't have sex with Kitsune because it don't make sense.
We get real salty with each other.
We do. We really do. Anyway, we're calling it. Say bye, guys.
Bye, guys.
Adios.